pounds, fullback 235 pounds, and Corley, one of the top passers in the area.
Something close to your heart defensively. They have one bad group of defensive ends.
The first defensive end, DJ Cooper, highly touted, big Division I prospect, linebacker, junior linebacker, number 9, Sanders. Last time they met, did a great job of stuffing Plano's running attack. We'll see how Plano improves with Asel moved in at quarterback now instead of Little. We'll see what they can do on offense.
Well, let's talk about Plano. I don't know if they're whistling past the graveyard. You know, they said in the last couple of weeks, well, we really didn't have anything to play for, or, you know, we're waiting for the playoffs. Well, the playoffs are here. How do you size up Plano?
Like you said, it's a real funny thing. I've never seen Plano lose 3 ball games in a season, much less lose 2 ball games going into the playoffs. It's going to be, to see how they handle it coming out. Luke coming off those 2 losses is going to be what you need to look for. How their emotions are early, how they come out fired up, popping, hitting. It's going to be interesting.
Do you think Mystique is their big thing? And I wonder if the Mesquite will pay any attention to that Mystique, because they have a lot of talent.
Well, on the Plano side, it is a big thing. Because right now, with 2 losses, you got to build back up on that. You got to build back on your history and tradition. Preach that to your players to get them fired up. On the Mesquite side, you know, if I'm a Mesquite coach, heck with tradition, you know, we whipped you on the field the first time. Let's see if we can do it again.
Should be a good one. First round of the playoffs. Mesquite and Plano. Denny and I'll have all of that for you. All of that after this. Hi everybody, Eddie Clinton along with Denny Garver back. We were just moments before kickoff. Plano lost the toss. Mesquite deferred to the second half. The Plano Wildcats chose to receive the football. Mesquite will have the wind at their back. It is from the south. Denny, you made an interesting comment, I thought a couple of minutes ago off the air. You think that this game unfolds fairly early?
I think you'll know how this game is going to unravel after the first couple of series. Key here, can Plano's offensive front keep that big, aggressive offensive front and linebacking core of Mesquite Skeeters at bay? They're going to have to whip them up front. The last meeting they had, Mesquite defense was as good a defense as I see back to the Carter defensive days of the early 80s, mid-80s. They fly around, they send those big linebackers, and they're aggressive.
Well, we start off the game in, well, some subdued fashion here. I don't know if it's the early kickoff, the Saturday afternoon at Clark Field or what, but we're underway. Mesquite boots the football. It's going to be taken out by Greg Schmidt. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. He is going to go all the way. Greg Schmidt brings it back about 6 yards deep out of the end zone and goes 106 yards for a touchdown.
Great job of blocking up front at the wedge. Schmidt takes it about 4 or 5 yards deep. Coming out to his right. Good blocking up front. Sees the seam, gets to the corner. One man to beat. Kicks his legs up there about the 40, and he's all on his way. Touchdown, Plano Wildcats.
Tim Douglas on to try the extra point. Snaps back. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Oh, my. Well, if indeed the story of the game is told in the first couple of series, Plano's off to a fast start.
Plano, since the loss of Cody Armbruster, not a lot of speed. They've tried to use Schmidt in the backfield, the running back position, use him at the wide out on offense, kick returner. speed coming in effect there, gets down the sideline, nobody can catch it.
Well, you know, quite frankly, after Mesquite won the game here at John Clark Stadium the first time, a lot of people took exceptions to the taunting and the celebrating that Mesquite did after the ball game. Parents, school administrators, and some of the Plano football players thought they really didn't show a lot of class in the way they acted.
Well, I was here as a spectator and watched that game, and I agree with those comments totally. They came in with tearing signs down, pointing fingers, talking that smack, and like I said, a lot of people took offense to it, and maybe that's going to be some incentive for the Wildcats to come out and put a whooping on them.
Well, back for Mesquite, getting ready to receive Douglas's kick. In the middle will be number 22, McFadden. He will start in the backfield for them. Also back there is number 26, Tracy Dotson. And on the far side, well, that's a load over there. We'll check the number. I believe it's number 25. That is Clayton Hammer. Kick is going to come down to McFadden. He's at the 10, the 15, 20, and he's going to be knocked down rather rudely and hardly. Few words exchanged. The tackle made by number 40 for Plano. That is Jamie McElvain. So Mesquite will take over. 1st and 10. Ball resting at their own 25-yard line. Mesquite relies on both the run and the pass. Offensively for them, it looks like this. You have Collins, Pitts, LaCour, Red, Thompson, and Ben across the front line. On the first play, Corley throws out, collected by number 80, Jimmy Dotson, and he's going to be knocked down for a short gain. Corrigan and Thornton in on that. In the offensive backfield, you have Chase Corley at quarterback, Casey McFadden, the big fullback, Kerry Hart, their 1,000-yard rusher at halfback, and Dotson on the outside. Defensively for Plano. Hickson, Dolman, Fleming, Katoni, Strain, Spae, and Wally. The defensive backfield is Corrigan, Thornton, Deerdorf, and Jeremy Ford. We're at 2nd and 8. Just underway. Plano leading 6-0. Corley. Hands off to McFadden up the middle. He's out over the 30 before he is corralled. Denny, you know, Mesquite placed so much emphasis on beating Plano earlier in the year. They really went into a swoon after that.
Lost a couple of ball games right after.
Hard. Fake draw, Corley rolls out, flips wide open. The ball is complete. Caught out there by number 41. That is Jason O'Neill. My goodness, he was all alone.
It's Corley on play action rolling out. Sees 41. Great adjustment to the ball by the receiver. Makes a catch on his back for the first down.
First and 10, Chris Stegman, one of the men to the left. There are two. Ball given away to Hart. He is collected, no gets away. Out over the 40. And finally going to be knocked down out there. Making the tackle is David Strage. Should have been tackled in the backfield.
You know, Plano all year when they faced a big, hard running back, fullback type that runs it up in the crackers, had a hard time stopping them. This play here looks like they have him wrapped up about for no gain at line of scrimmage. Steps out some ankle tackles, busts some high tackles, ends up picking up first down yardage. Here he is again. Looks like he should have been stopped for no gain. Steps out some tackles.
Back underway. Corley wants to throw over the middle. Wide open is Dotson. Good grief. Throwing it by Scooter Asel. Finally on the tackle there was Matthew Corrigan. Jimmy Dotson.
Quick post by Dotson. Runs into a soft spot there. Maybe the Wildcats playing zone. Corley hits him right in the numbers for a big gain. They're setting up shop now about the 11.
Well, Scooter Asel on defense tells me that maybe Jason Little starts at quarterback. Let's see. 1st and 10, Skeeters at the 10. Ball given away to Hart. He is going to be knocked down in the backfield. Hit first by Judd Smith. Jeff Harris, the big fullback, playing some defensive end today.
Harris and Smith, two juniors on that side of the ball today for the Wildcats. Both have played extremely well for Coach Brence and his staff. Excellent job by Smith of bringing the play down from behind.
You got Ford, Asel, Corrigan, and Thornton in the defensive backfield. Corley fakes the ball, now rolls left. Not much pressure, now decides to run. He's at the 5, down close to the goal line. He's finally going to be knocked out by Asel and John Spae at the, let's call it the 2.
If he can get a first down, getting inside the 1 yard line, have him a first and goal if he got that far. Corley again on the right, looking, good coverage in the secondary by the Wildcats. Tucks it, turns it upfield, gets down the sideline, pushed out of bounds about the 2 yard line. Looks like we're going to have a...
Make it 3rd, you're right, Denny, 3rd and 2. They can get the first down without getting the touchdown. Colby, Pate, Judd, Schmidt, Jeff Harris up on the front line. Ball given away. No, Corley keeps. Tries to get to the end zone. He is knocked down short by John Spae, but he does have the first down, it would appear. Well, the crowd may not be awake, but it looks like both teams fairly alert here early.
Both coming out fired up. Of course, Plano one play so far offensively. Here's the replay here. We got the quarterback Corley cutting it up inside. Looks like he dived just enough to get the first down. Going to give him a first and goal inside the 1 yard line.
Well, Plano scores in one play. Why use more if you can do it in one? 1st and 10 for the Skeeters. No, it is 4th down and inches. Oh, my. Looks like they got that right foot, left foot spot because it looked like he was down close to the goal line when he was finally knocked down.
Can't believe Coach Delmar from Mesquite didn't call for a measurement on that. Well, he might have called one, and they might have said, no, it's not there. So, you know, he has his option to ask for it.
You're in Plano. It is not a first down. You get no measurement.
Tell you what, I don't remember Mesquite throwing the football this well earlier in the year. I know.
Well, they got a lot of wind.
Yeah, they're going with the wind today, and Corley has the numbers. He's put up the numbers as the year's gone on, and you know, is one of the top throwing quarterbacks in the area. But he's been sharp today.
Well, I think you're surprised because we talked about before the game, you felt like with McFadden and Hart in that backfield, they were going to try to pound Plano into the turf. Instead, they've come out here and thrown the football. Some heckling. You know, that's the problem with opening the window. Hecklers like Clint Hansen. You know, he needs to take care of himself instead of trying to take care of us.
Him and Lloyd Reinhardt down there.
That's a full-time job.
You bet.
Them taking care of themselves. 8:29 left to go in the first quarter. Mesquite, 4th and inches. Power I to the right. Ball given away to McFadden, and I'm telling you, he may not have gotten it. Matt Corrigan says he doesn't think so. Surely they're going to measure this. Plano's defenders trying to sell that one, weren't they?
It looked like he had some little soft over the center. I thought it was going to be a sneak, but he gives it off tackle to number 22, Katy Tigers, the running back, and brother, it's close.
Well, that's a 235-pound fullback, isn't it?
Now McFadden.
Boy, they lied on the way.
First and goal.
Oh, my. Well, there's one thing for sure. If you like maroon and white, you're going to enjoy it here today. Mesquite in their white jerseys, maroon pants, and the Cats are in their solid maroon. I'll tell you what, if Plano wins today, it's going to look awfully good for 11-5A with both Lake Highlands and Plano East posting impressive victories. Chase Corley with that full backfield behind him. Gives the wall of McFadden. Boy, I'll tell you, their offensive line just absolutely caved in Plano, and he had a free ride into the end zone.
Yeah, McFadden 2 or 3 yards deep in the end zone before they put a hat on him. Off the left side, McFadden pounds it in, and he's not hitting at least 2 or 3 yards deep. Really nice drive, mixing it up, running and throwing the ball for Mesquite.
Mesquite will try the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, kick is blocked. Plano trying to come up with it. You can score the 2 points, you know, defensively if you take it back all the way. We have a flag down on the play. The kick is going to be no good. There may have been a face mask of some kind on the tackle. If that's the case, then they will take it on the kickoff. Tell you what, Denny, there's an awful lot of jawing going on between the players this early.
Well, I tell you, after the first time they met each other during the course of the season, there was some bad blood. There was a lot of smack talking. There was a lot of John going back during the whole ball game, and especially after the ball game. Yep. A lot of Mesquite Skeeters. First time they've had their way with Plano in several years.
Let's see if we have the replay on that extra point. Would be interesting to see who made that block. We indeed have the face mask on Mesquite, so that will be taken on the kickoff. Shouldn't be too bad, though, because Mesquite will be kicking with the wind behind them, so it couldn't be as tough as it might have been.
Well, I don't know about that. Schmidt just went 106 on them. Now he's only going to have to go 100.
Yeah, let's get this right off the bat. I'm tired of all the jawing right now. What are we? We're 4 minutes into the game. And like we said, most of the season, if I never see another kid turn toward the stands and raise his arms trying to encourage the crowd, it will be too soon. So come on, let's just play football.
Kids today, they get a lot of that from watching the tube, watching professional athletes and the college athletes carrying on like that. Not saying it's acceptable from our standpoint anyway, but yep. I agree with you. They need to go ahead and quit worrying about me and let's worry about we. Yeah. And if we're going to get some taunting, let's just go ahead and throw the flag. Let's stop it. Get it over with.
Yeah, let's get it, get control of it, and let's go to work. You got Jeremy the Germ Ford and Greg Schmidt back deep.
Lightning Bolt Schmidt.
Brandon Nersian will kick off again for the Skeeters. Boy, he is a load.
That's a big boy. See how fast he can get down the field after he catches. That's why he kicks that end zone. He don't want to chase them rascals.
Nersian hits it. Knuckleball goes over the head of Schmidt or Jeremy Ford, and it will go out of the end zone. Oh, Jeremy, after bringing that one out a couple of games ago and getting trapped at the 2-yard line, he pretty much told that ball to go and get out of the end zone.
Yeah, he's kind of handling that thing like that nuclear waste on it. They just get on away from me.
Go ahead and go over the Plano offense. There you see the offensive line. You have Bronstead, Stallings, Aaron Robinson, Tim Pound, Brady, Pate, and Danny Fancher. Jason Little is indeed in at quarterback, so he starts today. Good to see that. He replaces Asel, Harris, Derrick Williams, Ronnie Williams, Greg Schmidt. They're all in offensively for Plano. Receivers left and right. Ball given away to John Spae. Big hole. He's at the 30. Fumbles the football. Mesquite comes up with it. Another change, John Spae in that backfield. He performed well last year running the football, and he had a great gain right there and just got the football stripped.
Big hole open up on the right side there. He's running through, and the linebacker comes in, or defensive secondary man just comes in and tackles the football.
Boy, and Ronnie Williams was right there. Just missed that football.
Here's a situation of a young man that hadn't toted the load much this year. Put him in the backfield. A cool day. Not used to toting the football. Gets it stripped early.
Mesquite comes out, receiver, one to the right. Two backs behind Corley. Fakes the draw. Now he wants to throw deep down the sideline. Ball going to be, oh my, just overthrown. Intended down there for number 22, Casey McFadden, who came out of the backfield. Man, they are throwing the football.
Well, you know, I like that from an offensive-minded standpoint. You got to win, and if you throw the football about 30 or 40% of the time, team, this is the time when you need to do it. You got to win in your back. Hey, let's put it up and see if we're going to be successful with it with the win.
And you got nothing to lose, baby.
It's a one-game season now.
Look at Vegas.
Giaffa Gibson from Lake Highlands. Giaffa?
That's close.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Corley gives away. Ball goes up the middle inside the 15-yard line, carrying the football. Let's see. Was that McFadden again?
There's Kerry Hart.
Kerry Hart.
Big hole opened up on the Mesquite Skeeters, and I tell you what, when you got to have your secondary man stepping up and making plays time after time after again, you're getting some yardage. You're getting them big uglies moving some bodies out of the way up front.
Brian Moore in on the tackle that time. Mesquite spreads the field again. They're all over the place. Ball given away again to Hart. Hart rumbles and stumbles. He's inside the 5. I wish you had started me on that rumbles and stumbles early in the year.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, watching the Mesquite's back, they do a great job of following their linemen, picking their holes. Again, not busting big ones and not gifted with extreme speed. Look at him get up in behind his linemen, get up in behind those linemen. If they're in the way, they kind of nudge him and say, get on by them.
Well, how could you not follow those linemen? They look like condos. Making first and goal from the 4. Corley gives the ball away again to Hart. Hart struggles down to about the 2, finally pulled down by, let's see, taken there by number 67. That's Ryan Fleming on the tackle. Jeff Harris reports into the game for Plano. Brian Moore in there. Let's check the defensive front for you. Mike Hickson's in. Chris Catoni sprints off the field. Saw his dad, Tom, before the game. He said, mention my kid, so there you go, Tom. Send the $5 bill to Denny Garver, 1776 North Greenville Avenue. Corley fakes, now he throws. The ball's going to be knocked away by Matt Corrigan. Mike Hickson providing the defensive pressure on Chase Corley.
It's a great job of defense by the Wildcats. Got a bootleg. The defensive end stays at home, puts pressure on Corley, the quarterback. Then Matt Corley just makes an absolutely great play, step in front of the receiver and knocking away with his right hand.
You're just partial to Matt Corrigan because he was 11-0 for you one summer playing PSA football. I mean baseball. I know you.
Hey, Matt's a great kid.
Okay, folks, with 5:27 left to go in the first quarter, let's take a timeout. We're all tied up at 6. Back with more of that after this.
Meet Agent.
Welcome back to John Clark's Field. Denny Garver along with Eddie Clinton Mesquite. 3rd and goal from the 3. Game all tied up at 6. Chase Corley gives the ball up the middle, diving into the end zone. Stopped just short by Scooter Asel down there is big number 35. That is Toby Joyner. Mind, we have some discussion in the truck.
Joyner lifts off, gives up. Oh, he looked like he's about a half yard in.
Mike Thornton and Scooter Asel said he was not in. Mesquite says they're going to go for it. 4th and 1, big play. Corley gives the ball to Joyner again, and no way this time.
No, sir.
Jeff Harris and Jeremy Ford come up with the stop. Colby Pate down on the bottom of the pile. He stopped his feet. Thornton and Jeremy the Germ Ford stopped his upper body, and he was nowhere close that time.
He's about as close as he can get without going in. That ball is right on the goal line. Plano's got him 99.5 yards to go. I agree with the call.
99 3/4.
He gets in there, straight up in the air. Old Pate, like you said, grabs hold of his legs, keeps him stood up, and then he gets about 4 or 5 bonnets put in his chest.
Here we go. Jason Little at quarterback. Derrick Williams, John Spae at running backs. Option right. Oh, my! He may have a safety. His feet are not out of the end zone, but the football is. Good grief. DJ Coop, look at that football. Holy cow. Offensively again, Bronstedt, Stallings, Robinson, Pound, Pate, and Fancher on the offensive front. Ronnie Williams to the left. Ball given away. John Spae is hit in the backfield. I'm telling you, he did a heck of a job to get out of the end zone that time. My goodness.
Kept those legs churning, kept them feet moving, worked his way out, give him a little bit of breathing room at the 4.
Yep, Corey Bradshaw with the defensive stop, but I'm telling you, John Spae was absolutely blasted in the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you what, the last time we saw the Mesquite Skeeters play against Plano earlier in the season, their defense, they just swarm, they go to the ball real well, and plus physically they've got great size.
Scott Mitchell left. Ronnie Williams to the right. Jason Little in the offensive backfield. Options. Little keeps, breaks out over the 10, has the first down. That's a big play.
Little on the option to the right side. Good blocking up front. Gets up in the seam. One man gets him on the ankle bone and gets him down. And
Tell you what,
he's a long ways.
I think that was Brady Pate taking care of DJ Cooper. That's a heck of a block right there. Danny Fancher, the tight end, to the right. Ronnie Williams to the right. Scott Mitchell to the left. Pitch back to Williams. He tries to cut back, does. He's over the 20. Foot race. 25 out over the 30. Going to be knocked down at about the 33. Heck of a drive already.
You're down there inside your 1 yard line or right on the goal line, and you've already moved the ball out 30 yards or so. I mean, it's already successful drive for him from the standpoint of punting. It's a little quick toss to Williams. He cuts it back up against the grain inside, finds some daylight there. Great tackle by number 45. Mesquite Skeeters.
Receivers left and right. Ball pitched back again to Williams. He cuts back across the 40 and going to be pushed out of bounds, hit by number 40. That is Brandon Nava. I'll tell you what they're doing is that cutback. They're not trying to take it outside. And we've talked about Plano, their lack of foot speed in the offensive backfield, not being able to get outside.
Well, and a pretty wise move. Here we go again. It's the same little toss play. They're looping it out a little bit, let Derrick Williams look for his hole. Then he's cutting up to where the daylight is. And Mesquite pursues so well and goes to the football, it's catching them over pursuing and giving them some room to cut back.
Greg Schmidt to the left, Scott Mitchell to the right. Spae and Williams behind Little. Spae gets the football. He is hit first by number 9, Marcus Sanders, knocked down. Well, he may have the first down. He's awful close to it. We're going to take it. Well, they're going to go ahead and call it the first down. So they'll move the change. 2:41 left to go in the first quarter, and Plano has put together a tremendous drive. They started, though, on about the 4-inch line, as a matter of fact. Almost had a safety on the first 2 carries, but here they are. Ball spotted at the 44. Ball given away on the reverse. Greg Schmidt has it, looking for a block. Pushed out of bounds at about midfield. Going to be a gain of about 6.
Tell you what, Plano is getting some great push up front with their offensive line. They took the nose tackle from Mesquite on that play and blew him just completely off the ball.
Well, let's go ahead and touch on those guys. Aaron Robinson, Tim Pound, Brady Pate, Tim Stallings, Matt Bronstedt, Danny Fancher, all doing the job up there.
Not really a nose tackle. They play a 4 front, but they'd shifted one of their tackles over on the nose, and they're just blowing people off the ball.
Scott Mitchell left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Schmidt is in the backfield along with Derrick Williams. Jason Little options. No, it's Scooter Asel options left. Trying to jump around, gets to the 45 before he's knocked down. So Plano making a change at quarterback here.
Coach Brent showing confidence in both his QBs, and Jason Little, number 22, and Scooter Asel, number 29. Giving Jason a little bit of rest after that about 8 plays on offense, and Scooter playing defense, giving him some rest while Jason was in there.
Ronnie Williams left. Greg Schmidt to the right. Pitch back to Derrick Williams. He's going to be knocked down by number 25, Clayton Hammer. Gain of 3 on the play. I'll tell you, they kind of got Mesquite a little bit back on their heels here.
They've had success on this little toss to Williams. About the last 3 or 4 times he's carried, he's picked up some nice yardage.
Kind of looks like last year's playoffs where Williams had a great run in the playoffs.
You know, but he's doing a little different today. This way he's working from the tackle out. Right. In the playoffs last year was inside the tackles.
Asel at quarterback. Gives straight over the left side to Williams. He busts free. Finally dragged down there by number 40. That is Brandon Nava. Boy, I tell you what, the offensive line is just absolutely caving in Mesquite.
Coming back inside, and again cuts back against the grain, and there is absolutely nobody there for about 10 yards. Derrick Williams gets in the secondary, starts dancing around. They let him keep doing that enough times today. He's going to break a big one.
David Paz checks out for Mesquite. Scott Mitchell goes to the left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Asel remains at quarterback option right. Asel at the 20, makes a move, may go all the way, finally going to be knocked down inside the 10-yard line. Hit there by number 10, Mike Partis.
Scooter Asel on the option to his right. Should seem nice move, hurdle on the secondary man, cuts back against the grain again, picks up really good yardage. Good decision by Scooter to break it back against the grain once he got past the line of scrimmage and into the secondary.
1st and goal, spotted at the 7-yard line. Danny Fancher tight end to the right. Jeff Harris in the backfield now. He has the football. I'm going to tell you, he almost fumbled that football. Paul Martell buried him, and he almost fumbled the football.
Paul Martell. Boom.
Yo.
Great job of slipping his block, staying in the hole. Whew, putting one of them old-fashioned slobber knockers on him.
Well, let's see if Plano decides to go back outside the tackles this time. Ronnie Williams goes to the left, Scott Mitchell to the right. Danny Fancher, tight end, sets to the right side. Asel's at quarterback. Schmidt's in the backfield along with Derrick Williams. Option left, Asel keeps it. He's inside the 5 before he's knocked down as we come to the end of the first quarter. Our score is Plano 6, Mesquite 6. We'll be back with the second quarter. We'll have that for you after this.
Long, long ago, in a galaxy far away, there was no Cinemax. There were no uncut movies shown all day, all night, every single day. No wonder their civilization crumbled. You, however, are a member of a more evolved society. You can enjoy movies round the clock, beam from deep space right into your home with Cinemax. It's the surefire way to expand your horizons. Cinemax, the best network for movies in the universe.
Well, I'll be on my way then.
I made you something. Why's he leaving, Mama?
He heard that one day folks is gonna colorize us
Edit us.
and add commercials. He whooped the whole darn county, but he just couldn't stand up to that.
For uncolorized, uncut, commercial-free classic movies, watch American Movie Classics.
This November, Viewer's Choice has it all. The easiest way to get hit flicks and live events at home, hassle-free, instantly, is Viewer's Choice. Just follow the simple pay-per-view ordering instructions, and before you know it, you'll be enjoying the movie or event of your choice in the comfort of your home. You can treat family and friends to a first-run flick or exciting event for the price of just one ticket. And there's no tape to return, no late fees to pay. How easy can it get? That's Viewer's Choice in November.
Hispanic Heritage Month takes pride in the Hispanic contributions to America. The cowboy, he's a very symbol of the western frontier, but almost everything about him, from his leather chaps to the cattle he drove to market, came from the vaqueros. Latin Americans were raising cattle long before beef became popular in the U.S., and those Texas Longhorns, they were actually Mexican Longhorns, believe it or not. I'm Paul Rodriguez. Let's celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month together.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 3rd and goal from the 5. Plano on the way. They started at the, let's say, 4-inch line. They've come all the way. Score tied at 6. Now, let's see. We have both Jason Little and Scooter Asel into the ball game. Looks like Asel will line up at wide receiver. If Plano throws it, they generally go to Asel. When he's in the game, he splits to the right.
He's also a real good blocker from that position.
Little at quarterback, rolls to his right. Looking left, now he's in trouble. The ball is fumbled. It is free. Let's see. Plano's going to come up with the football because Mesquite refused to fall on the football.
Big old lineman had visions of grandeur doing that touchdown dance.
I'm telling you, he couldn't run 10 yards, let alone 70 yards. Don't you know Mickey Delamar at Mesquite is going to be hot?
Scooter Asel landing outside. He comes wide open on the post. Ladle doesn't see him. Got some pressure on him. Number 9, Sanders, comes in, gets in his face, forces the fumble.
Look at that.
That's Big Daddy Martell trying to pick it up and lumber down the field. Get onto it. Woo, that big rascal seeing touchdown.
Tim Douglas on to try a 42-yard field goal. He has the win. He has the kick. It is up. It is good. Boy, that was a weird-looking kick. Looked like it was in slow motion.
Got him some height on that rascal.
Well, that's a heck of a drive to put up points, but I know Plano on one hand's got to be happy with that. They got to be a little bit disappointed though, because they were knocking on the goal line.
Yeah, I know. You know, several times that we watched Plano this year, miscues down close inside the what they call the red zone, 20 yards and in, have hurt them immensely. They've gotten in there and they either had some unfortunate penalties, interceptions, putting the ball on the carpet, and I know that coaching staff's got to be pulling their hair out at times because, like I said, you can't drive the ball any farther than they did.
Well, and you got to feel a little bad for Jason Little because he started as a junior, started as a senior, then he got replaced by Asel. Then they bring him back last week, did well in the Plano East game. Now it'll be interesting to see if his confidence and the coach's confidence in him allows them to bring him back in the game.
Well, I tell you what, from all indications of the way he handled that drive, he did a great job up until Asel came in.
Yes, sir.
To take over that drive.
Yes, sir. Casey McFadden is back in the center. He is back there along with number 26. That is Tracy Dodson. And also number 11 will be James is that Watson or Dodson? James Watson, Tracy Dodson. Tim Douglas, we do know that, will kick off. He has a strong leg, the wind at his back. That ball is going to end up in McKinney. So Mesquite will take over 1st and 10 at their 20. Let's see how their passing game works into this win now, or if they'll go along with the script that you envisioned where they will try to pound Plano with it.
You know, not being blessed with all the speed that we talked about earlier and having the big backs, 2 kids back there over 200 pounds, good size offensive line going about 230 across. Let's see if he does try to run it in between the tackles here and see if he can have some success.
Defensively for Plano, we see Ryan Fleming, Judd Smith, Colby Pate, and Mike Hickson on the defensive front. Corley with Hart and McFadden. Corley will throw and fires out on the far sideline for a short gain, going to be taken over there by Chris Williams. Well, I say a short game. What the heck? He got 6, almost 7 yards.
Corley with the play action, looking for just a little hook in.
Well,
receiver makes a great job of adjusting to the ball and throwing to his outside, dives, picks up 8 yards on the play.
Some short gain, just a little short gain of 8.
You got that West Coast offense going here.
2 receivers to the right. Ball given away. Going to be knocked down by Colby Pate in the backfield. He stands up, puts his arms up, said, yeah, I did it, as he knocks down Kerry Hart in the backfield.
Great job by Pate. Shoots a gap, comes inside, wraps him up with some help of some others, and drops him for about a 3-yard loss.
Well, make it 3rd down and 5, 10-16 left before halftime. Pretty good ball game thus far. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Corley still the quarterback. Wants to do the quarterback draw.
Oh,
looks pretty good. Oh, my goodness. He's out over the 40, up close to the 45.
Great call by the offensive Mesquite.
He may not be Marcus Stiggers, but he's not bad.
You know, got twins right, single man left, spread everybody out. Great job blocked by the center there. He's rumbling for about 15, 16 yards for a secondary and catch it.
David Strain finally there to pull Corley down. 1st and 10. I'll tell you, both offenses pulling everything out. 1 receiver to the right. Offset eye behind Corley. That is McFadden and Hart. Colby Pate says, throw the flag. I detected something. The officials say, yes, sir, Mr. Pate. We agree. We'll take it back. Brian Moore checks into the ball game. The junior at linebacker, and coming out will be Ryan Wally. Ryan originally from Mars.
his brother from Neptune and his other brother from Venus. And they're all a bunch of space cadets.
Well,
they're all a bunch of space cadets.
Frank the dad will agree with all that. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Good group of guys. Corley drops back, wants to throw, tremendous protection. Throws over the middle, ball going to be incomplete. Defensively for Plano there was David Strain on the coverage. Golly, he had some tremendous time to throw the football. I can see why Corley is considered a Division I recruit, because he sets up strong and throws well.
Sets up hard in the pocket. Great job by the secondary of the Wildcats there. It was, everybody covered, had to try to force it in with with the receiver coming back over the middle, but it's a great job of coverage by the Plano Wildcats, even though Corley did have a lot of time.
Make it 2nd and 15. Didn't mean to step on your tongue. 9:25 left to go before halftime. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Here comes the blitz. Screen pass. Oh, my, what a call. At the 45, and chopped down just before midfield was number 26, Tracy Dotson. Man, what a great call on that blitz.
One man to beat, this guy goes all the way. Man coming in, great catch, cuts it back up inside. He's got one man to beat and kind of just runs to him, doesn't put a move.
Looked like old Mike Thornton making the tackle, or was that Jeremy Ford? Ryan Wally back in the game at linebacker. Colby Pate, Judd Smith, Mike Hickson, Ryan Fleming up front. Make it 3rd and about 6 for the Mesquite Skeeters. Quick throw this near sideline. Ball is going to be caught and complete by number 29. That is Chris Williams. He is finally tackled. David Strain over there. Mike Hickson hustling over, and also number 40, Jamie McIlvain.
I tell you what, the more I watch this Corley kid throw, the more impressed I am. It's a timing route, about an 8-yard out, 7, 8 yard out. Throws the ball before the receiver makes his break, right on target. I'm impressed.
Well, he played last year. He set as a sophomore, was Ronnie Makeda, who went to Army. So they've had some good quarterbacks over there. Given over the left side to number 42, Kerry Hart. He's across the 40, down near the 37. Robert Asel making the tackle there. Jeff Harris checks in to the defensive line for the Wildcats. Mike Hickson, well, let's call it Judd Smith coming out. Also in for Plano. Checking in on the defensive front is Doug Doman. Colby Pate limps off. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball given away to Hart over the left side. Runs hard up near the 35. Before he is stopped, going to be about a yard and a half short. Doug Doman on the tackle.
I'll tell you what, if I'm a Mesquite offensive ball player, I'd hate to have to be studying this playbook this guy got, because I tell you what, they are so diversified and they run so many different formations, so many plays.
Yep.
I mean, I'm really impressed with their offense. I mean, he's giving the Wildcat defense just a whole bunch of different looks, making them think a lot.
Well, you saw them early. Did they run this kind of offense early in the season?
I don't remember it being this diversified.
Well, what were you doing? Visiting during the whole game?
That's probably what I was doing. Munching on some of them good popcorn.
Well, we have a timeout on the field. 7:20 left in the second quarter. Wildcats on top of the Skeeters, 9-6. Pretty good ball game thus far. Plano has shown a great deal of resiliency offensively. And Mesquite, like you said, they've really done a heck of a job.
Doing a real good job of trying to keep the Plano defense, off balance. Just showing them a bunch of different looks, mixing up the pass and the run real well, throwing the big bodies at them up inside, running some counters and off tackles, and then Corley steps back and runs the option well.
Well, it's 3rd and about a yard and a half. Don't you think they're in 4-down territory? A little long against the wind for the field goal. So Mesquite, more than likely, will have 2 shots at this first down. Corley gives the ball off over the right side. Going to be hit, and nowhere close to the first down is number 22, Casey McFadden. Defensively for Plano, John Spae was there. Chad Deerdorf also in on it.
That's one thing about this offense, though. You got a yard and a half to go. You got 2 backs over 200 yards, and you're stepping back 3 or 4 yards to hand them the football. When you only need a yard and a half to go.
Well, just like that, I said it was 4-down territory, so Mesquite sends in the punting unit. Nursian is in. He will hit it. Minimal rush, hits the ball. Scooter Asel downfield. The ball will take a sideways hop. And let's see, going to be killed at about the 13-yard line.
Looks like we got us another taffy pull today.
Yeah, George Pratt was all over you about that.
I think it might have been a little over his head.
You think so? Well, yeah, it probably was, because he's only, 5'4"?
Basically, pretty even ball game. You know, Plano gets the break on the kickoff and runs that opening kickoff back all the way. Take that off the board, we're at 6-3.
Well, Jason Little's at quarterback. Schmidt to the left. Ronnie Williams to the right. Straight up the middle to Derrick Williams, and he's going to be stuffed there. Hit by number 9, Marcus Sanders. Come on, Jason, limber up that arm. Let's throw, baby. You got the wind to your back. Scott Mitchell to the right. Ronnie Williams goes to the left. John Spae, Derrick Williams behind Jason Little. Tight end also to the right, so they're strong that way. Mesquite shifts. Draw play to John Spae. He's going to be hit by big number 99, David Paz, and thrown down. Rusty Stallings is without a helmet. They're certainly having a discussion. Officials trying to settle him down.
Draw play to Spae. 99 does a great job on technique, stays at home, disregards pass, and wraps up Spae for a no gainer.
Scoots Asel, goes to the right as a wide receiver. Little drops back, looks Azel's way. Now he's in trouble, gets away from it. Now scrambling and finally going to be knocked down at about the 14-yard line. Woo-wee.
Little back. Pressure by Sanders, outside linebacker, steps away from that. Does a good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage because there's a bunch of white jerseys all around him.
Sure did. Brandon Nava brings him down. Jason Little will drop back near the goal line to punt the football away. Looks like Dotson will be back. Little with a pretty good wind at his back, so should get a good punt. Snap is back. It is good. Kick is a knuckleball. It's going to hit at about the midfield and get a Plano roll. It is now inside the 35 and will eventually stop, let's say, at the 32. So Plano comes out of that one pretty nice. Mesquite will take over. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left before halftime, and the Plano Wildcats holding that 3-point lead at 9-6. Jamie McIlvain moves into the defensive front for Plano. Brian Moore in there. It looks like Corrigan, Thornton, Ford, and Deerdorf, along with Strain. Mike Hickson there. Colby Pate also into the ball game. Chase Corley keeps. He's going to be knocked down. Looks like Deerdorf, McIlvain, and Colby Pate hit him at about the 33. Not much of a gain. Maybe 2 on the play.
Corley,
go ahead.
Corley looking to option on that play, and the offensive line from the Mesquite Skeeters are doing a great job all day. This time, Colby Pate, McIlvain, and number 21 for Plano.
Deerdorf, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Corley gives the ball straight up the middle. That is Kerry Hart, and he's going to be smacked down hard by the middle of the defensive line. Jamie McIlvain in at middle linebacker now, replacing John Spae. He's there. Juddy Smith also in on the tackle for Plano. Scooter Asel checks into the defensive backfield, and Mike Thornton checks out. 3:30 left to go before half. Tracy Dotson goes to the left. 2 receivers check to the right. Corley, 2 backs behind him, looks over the Plano defense, takes the snap, rolls to his right. Now he's being pressured, breaks free. He's going to be hit, knocked out of bounds short of the first down. David Strain in on the defensive stop. And I'm telling you what, Corley is down, and you think that wouldn't be a blow for the Skeeters, and he is down, and he stays down. The Mesquite coach is being called along the far sidelines and brought over. He's going to require some attention.
Corley on the rollout looking for somebody. Has to tuck the ball going, and he takes a whooping there at the sideline.
With the injury, 3:07 left before halftime. Let's take a timeout. Plano 9, Mesquite 6.
Kids are going to clean up on HBO with Stop the Smoggies, the series that cares about the environment.
Look at that!
Every morning at 8, those sloppy Smoggies are up to their sneaky tricks that pollute our planet.
We show no mercy!
It's time to stop the Smoggies. That's Stop the Smoggies at 8 and White Fang at 8:30. HBO for kids. It's a morning full of fun you can count on every single day.
If you think these tunes are classics, wait till you read these. It's true top tunes are timeless, but a good book is never a thing of the past.
There's nothing like a good book, I always say.
Right. So ask your parents to read you one of their favorites, because books are better when they're read together. Tune into Reading, a message from the National Center for Family Literacy and the Cartoon Network.
Weekends on CNN. There's a world of living. We turn our spotlight on the best entertainment. Take positive steps to help you lead a healthy life. Open your eyes to top fashion and design. Explore new wonders and ways of living. Saturday on CNN.
Now, the man who single-handedly brought radio out of the dark ages brings his vision to E! Entertainment Television. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern. On the air, behind the mic.
This is my favorite thing to do.
You've never seen radio like this before.
I give you a reason to live.
Howard Stern. Monday through Saturday, 8 and 11 Eastern and Pacific. It's the best radio on television. E! Entertainment Television.
Chase Corley left the field under his own power. That's good to see. Mesquite, 4th and 3, faces a punting situation. Nursian stands back at his 25. Scooter Asel back inside the 30. Here's the rush. He just gets it away. The ball is going to be caught by Asel, and he has it at the 37-yard line. Big play by Scoots Asel.
Intelligent play. Looks like, the ball's bouncing back. Going to give up yardage to Mesquite. He's down the field doing his job as a wide man coming down on coverage. Great job.
Asel stays in the game. Jason Little is in at quarterback, I believe, or maybe they reverse the roles. Looks like Asel is at quarterback. Plano could be up to something here. Asel coming over to the coaching staff. Let's see what's happening here. Snap back direct to Little. Looks like he's going to throw on a little trick play. Ball is overthrown. The fans call for pass interference, and they get it. Not your standard Plano Wildcat football play, is it?
Kind of a little razzle-dazzle, if you will. Coach is hollering at Asel. He comes in motion out from the quarterback position. Direct snap to Little at the running back spot, and
I don't know, Denny, if that ball was catchable, to be real honest with you. I don't know if that comes into play.
Well, they're discussing something down there.
Yeah, I think.
See what we got here.
And Gerald Brence is discussing something with them. They are going to call pass interference against Mesquite. Let's see where they spot it now.
Asel in motion, acting like he doesn't know what's going on. Then there's a direct snap. Asel gets that in the pass pattern, running a little post, skinny post. Didn't look like much contact there for an interference call.
And how are they going to catch that ball? Wilt Chamberlain would have had trouble with that. Asel split to the right. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Plano is wide open. Jason Little wants to throw. Thrown behind Greg Schmidt. Hey, Plano opening it up a little bit. Oh my, the run and shoot.
Well, Jason Little's got,
he sure
got
does.
a fine arm.
Big league arm.
He can throw the football. I'd like to see him one of these days come out and let's throw the ball about 20 times a game and see what we can really do. He's got time. Throws a little bit behind Schmidt. He just hadn't tad behind him.
They've gone to the chuck and duck. 3 receivers to the left, single back behind Little. Little drops back. He's going to throw it again. Fires. Ball is too tall. Intended down there for Greg Schmidt. You know, it's been a pretty surprising game.
Well, it's been a what? I can't remember the last time Plano's had trips left, and I can't remember ever Plano running a trick play like that. I mean,
didn't you draw that up in PSA?
We've run it before. I don't know. Yeah, I've run it before.
Ronnie Williams to the right. Greg Schmidt, make that Scott Mitchell to the left. Little wants to throw down the middle of the field. Ooh. Wide open, catching the ball. Let's see, is that Fancher? Yes, indeed. He has the first down, and he takes a pop.
Great job of holding on to the football after the catch because Sanders unloaded on him.
Yes, he did.
Sanders from his time in spot, or Fancher, hooking back in the middle in there, finding him a soft spot, and boy, Sanders just put a popping on him. Great job by Danny Fancher.
Little still at quarterback. Asel and Mitchell to the left. Throw back to Asel, swing pass. He's at 35 to 30, out of bounds at about the 25. Well, there's a play we haven't seen before either.
Where's this been? I mean, this is great. I like it. You know, little flanker screen to Asel. Picks up about 12 yards down the sideline. I mean, where's this offense been all year? We've been up here fussing and cussing and wondering what's been going on. Why they ain't opened up a little bit? And looking good now.
Make it 1st and 10. Ronnie Williams to the right. Greg Schmidt to the left. Twin backs behind Jason Little. Man jumps, but he's back. Little, draw play to Spae. Spae's across the 20. Going to be knocked down close to the 15. John Spae gives you a little burst in there at fullback.
Plus, when he carries the football, he's going to deliver a load when he gets there. Draw to Spae, good hold of the outside. He gets it up there and gets that shoulder lowered, ready to take on the lick. Gets out of bounds, stop the clock, got him a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
2:17 left to go before halftime. Ronnie Williams goes to the right, Greg Schmidt to the left. Spae and Williams as Asel options right. He's going to be knocked down at about the 10. We have a flag down, and I think we're going to have holding. Aaron Robinson walking around thinking that might be the call also.
Just like we talked about
a
few minutes ago, talking about when they get inside that 20, you know, they just shot themselves in the foot time and time again with either a penalty or putting the ball on the carpet or something.
As you might guess, Gerald Brent's rather disgusted with that call. 2:12 left to go before halftime. That sets up a 1st down and 20. Plano crowd filled in pretty nicely on their side of the field. Trips to the left. Asel one of those along with Schmidt and Mitchell. Fakes the draw play now. Little pressure. Asel scrambling left. Make it Little scrambling left. Fires, and the ball is going to be complete down there to Scooter Asel. He is finally tackled by Marcus Sanders. What in the world is the defensive end doing tackling a receiver downfield? 139, 38, 37 and counting before halftime. It is now 2nd and 10. Ball spotted inside the 15. Jason Little remains at quarterback. Fakes the draw, now wants to throw. Little pressure, all kinds of pressure. Good grief.
DJ Cooper.
Man. Oh, Derrick Williams is doing everything he could to get in the way, but that's a mismatch.
He just wraps around, takes him down with that one arm. Old DJ Cooper, defensive end.
Okay, we have 1:19 left to go before halftime. Timeout on the field. Plano on the march. They lead 9-6.
Explore your world.
The faces of discovery are the faces of the world. When you set your sights on the fascination of real-world entertainment, find yourself here. The Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
They endured the wilderness of space until...
Whoever
Whatever it is has entered our airspace.
They found Earth.
You just can't drop in unannounced. Strange place.
What are you guys, Martians?
Now they must fight for their last chance to survive.
We could inadvertently trigger the final war.
We will destroy all humans.
Galactica 1980 on the Sci-Fi Channel. Saturday at 7, 4 Pacific.
One moment can change life's course. A slight twist of fate. A chance meeting. A single vision. One shot in a million. Or a turn down the wrong path. A one-liner, one opinion, one pass, or one punch. And one phone call brings it all home to you in October. Call now for HBO.
I didn't mean anything. It's just you're getting so angry.
That's enough! 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 I'm gonna give you something to scream about. Get over here! Get up!
I can't.
I'm talking to you. Get up!
I can't.
Stop crying! You're asking for it again!
For information about how you can help stop domestic violence, call us.
Welcome back, everybody. Just before halftime, Plano leading Mesquite 9-6. 3rd and 16. Plano set up just outside the 20. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 back behind Jason Little. My goodness. Here we are in the run and shoot. Little looks, throws for Asel.
Oh, what a grab.
Ball is caught on a beautiful catch down near the 10-yard line. Not going to be near close to the first down, and Plano will go for the field goal. There's Mo Potman. Chocolate Cake Clem going in to block on that offensive line.
Little brings him up, double left, double right. 3 steps, looks to his left, tries to look him off. Asel running that post. Great catch.
Yep. Pretty nice throw, too. Tim Douglas in. Ball going to be spotted by Scott Mitchell. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Plano cashes in again. That will make it double time. 12-6. Plano over the Mesquite Skeeters. Boy, I tell you, it is fun to see Jason Little throw because you're right. He has a nice arm.
He's got a big league arm. He needs to, like I said, right now, it looked like when he first came in, he had some men open, overshot him, maybe be a little excited, maybe a little nervous. But my God, if you're a Plano quarterback and all of a sudden you come in and coach calls 3 straight passing plays, what are you going to think? I mean, goodness gracious. Hey, man, hey, coach, we're the Plano Wildcats. You know, this is, you know, we don't throw the ball 3 times in a row.
We got trips right. We got 2 to the left.
This is fun. This is fun to call a ball game when you see him doing stuff like this.
Oh, my goodness. Mesquite. Well, they'll try to rebound. I'll tell you, Plano has taken it to that defense, and I know several people. I did not see the first game, but I had several people tell me that, like you said, their defense was as impressive as any they saw all year. And I'll tell you, Plano's had a pretty good time with it so far today.
Done just about what they wanted to do.
Casey McFadden will be the center man deep, accepting Tim Douglas's kickoff here. And I'll tell you, the way Chase Corley throws the football, don't count Mesquite out for moving down the football field with 45 seconds left here before halftime.
You know, you take away the 2 miscues Plano has down inside the 20-yard line early, you know, this ball game could be a runaway right now.
A rout. Douglas toes it. Bounces off the turf and takes that kangaroo hop and is going to go out of the end zone. The good news is there was no return. The bad news is there was no time run off the clock. We'll be back for the final seconds of the first half, that after this.
With no character? Well, Comedy Central has got more character than you can shake a stick at. Spend some quality time with the cast of Saturday Night Live, the show that builds character every weeknight at 10. Only at Comedy Central. What the hell is going on here?
Now, Court TV gives you a fast-paced weekly look at the most important cases and the most dramatic verdicts captured in America's courtrooms. verdicts and justice.
We, the jury, find the defendant, James William King, not guilty.
Learn how judges and jurors reach their verdicts and see for yourself if justice is being served.
Whenever the jury finds the defendant guilty.
If you missed an important court decision or want to know what's happened to the people you watched in America's courtrooms, don't miss Verdicts and Justice. Thursday nights at 10, only on Court TV.
They fled in terror, horrified by the very sight of it, the cable box. Run for your lives! But one man did not run. He understood its awesome power. The cable box. It can bring you Cinemax, the best network for movies on TV and pay-per-view. So don't delay. Call now. The cable box. Welcome it into your home.
Imagine the jungle without tigers. Going, almost gone. Animals in danger. Some things are too important to miss.
Make it 2nd and 10. Mesquite, little flip pass. It's going to be incomplete while we were away. Chase Corley ran the quarterback draw for about 20 yards, and from there, Mesquite sets up shop.
Corley looking a little quick hitter inside of number 26. Oh, this is the replay of Corley's run.
Yeah.
Nice play. Great job on that quarterback draw.
Missed that one because James Pultz was out getting a hamburger, but he made it back in time to get the replay. We appreciate that effort. You know, when a guy's hungry, he's just got to get out of that truck. Judd Smith checks out for Plano. Mesquite, 2 receivers, 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Chase Corley, 3rd and 10, wants to throw, sets up. We have whistles and something untoward. Look, there's not a person on the field that's sure what's going on. We're going to have procedure against Mesquite. There are 28 seconds left in the halftime. I think it may be time to see a Hail Mary here. It can't do any worse than a punt. You might just hit it. Mitch Mayer, former Plano Wildcat, hit a big one for North Texas last week. 4th and 28.
Down there at Stephen F. Austin, down there at them Lumberjacks. Blew a 24-0 lead at the half.
Boy, what a great player Mitch Mayer is. 1 to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Corley wants to throw deep, does down the far sideline. It's going to be picked off. Looks like Jeremy Ford, the germ, comes up with another one. But like we said, great play by Jeremy, but good as a punt, don't you think?
Yeah, going against the wind, you're not going to get the differential there in yardage, I don't think, by kicking the ball unless you get a lucky break on the bounce. It's a win-win situation.
And I'll tell you what, Corley showed a pretty nice arm throwing into that wind. Well, Plano with 20 seconds left before halftime. I'm not going to say they're going to take a knee. Not the way they played today.
Hey, this is the wide-open Wildcats.
And Tim Douglas can hit that ball from a long way. So we have Greg Schmidt to the left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Fakes the draw play. Jason Little's going to throw long. Ball hangs up in the air. It's going to be caught. Can you believe that? That's got to be some of the worst defensive back play I've ever seen. They had 3 back there waiting for the ball to come down. "12 seconds left before halftime." Some of our fans certainly trying to help Gerald Brence with the play calling.
There's a picture of Gerald down there talking to his players. Jason Little setting back up. A lot of time to throw the ball. Pump fake, shoots it out and outside, and there's Schmidt surrounded and comes down with the ball.
How is that? He didn't even jump, did he?
They never saw him.
I
think the defense is shocked. He'd come in here preparing for a Plano team. It's a run-oriented team, and all of a sudden they've thrown the ball about 15 times in the half. I think they're kind of dumbfounded.
Well, if Plano doesn't make another yard, let's see. Spot it back 7 yards. It would be about the 43, make it a 53-yard field goal with the wind at his back. I'll guarantee you Tim Douglas can hit that.
We've seen him hit them in pregame up to 60.
Well, he hit one earlier in the season, I think, what, 52,
against
53
Mesquite,
yards?
53-yarder.
Yes,
against
sir.
Mesquite.
12 seconds left. Jason Little still in at quarterback. Scoots Asel also in that offensive backfield. As a matter of fact, Asel is now the quarterback. Mitchell right, Schmidt to the left. Asel fakes to throw. Now he's in trouble. Flips it away. Gets it to Derrick Williams. Williams is at about the 32. 3 seconds left in the half. Derrick Williams just got out of bounds.
Asel comes in at the quarterback spot.
Boy, he just got that one off. Golly.
I think that might have been a little more trickery from the Plano Wildcat offense.
Tim Douglas with the tee set down at the 42. Scott Mitchell will hold it down. Hold, kick. I'll tell you, he's got plenty of leg. My gosh. Field goal is good, and Plano is going to take the halftime lead of 15-6. And I'll tell you, Denny, so far Plano has had their way with Mesquite.
Done a great job. Officers come out and did a lot of things that we surely didn't expect, and by scouting them, I'm sure Mesquite didn't expect because they hadn't done it all year.
Check and see for the halftime performance by the bands, and then we'll be back with the second half.
Look what...
Down it, and the Mesquite Skeeters will start off at their own 20-yard line. Offensively, let's go over the Skeeters again. On their offensive front, they have Pitts, LaCour, Red, Thompson, Ben, and Greg Collins will be the tight end. In the backfield, they have Chase Corley, Casey McFadden, Kerry Hart, Jimmy Dotson, Tracy Dotson will be the wide receivers. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. We'll check Plano for you after this play. Chase Corley wants to throw right off the bat. Down the middle of the field, going to be broken up by Matt Corrigan, intended for number 80. That is Jimmy Dotson. Denny, Chase Corley, if he lays that one out there, he may have scored.
Going against the wind, lays it up just a little bit short, gives time for Matt Corrigan to come off his man, come all the way across the field, and make a real nice play on the ball. Good job by Matt Corrigan.
Well, eyeball that defense for you. You'll have Fleming, Doman, Hickson, Catoni, Wally, Spae, and Strain. Corrigan, Ford, Thornton in the defensive backfield. Ball's going to be carried on second down by Casey McFadden. He squirts out over the 25, up near the 27-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 3. Plano pretty much had it their own way in the first half. Some field goals, nice drives, and the passing game that we have now dubbed Air Paul. Okay.
Or the wide open Wildcats, either one.
Scooter Asel in the defensive secondary for the Cats. Corley gives in the backfield, hands it off to Kerry Hart, and he has nowhere to go. He's going to be stacked up. Judd Smith there on the defensive stop. Colby Pate also in there for the Wildcats, and so Mesquite will not only have to punt, but they will be kicking into a strong southerly breeze.
Plano should end up with good field position after this punt. Like you said, the wind coming in at a good clip, about 13 miles an hour.
Brandon Nerson, fake field goal. Scooter Asel sees it. Asel comes in and stacks it up. I'm going to tell you, that's an absolutely brilliant play by Scooter Asel. Asel came in a dead sprint, Denny, from his deep punting situation. They tried to throw the ball to Sanders.
Asel sees something in the formation, something tells him that this is going on, does a great job of slowing him up, and the rest of the pursuit gets there, puts him down, in great shape now, the 28, 29-yard line.
And that's what we talked about by Robert Asel. He has that football sense. You don't teach that. Here come the Cats. Jason Little at quarterback, Ronnie Williams to the right, Scott Mitchell to the left. Schmidt and Williams behind Little. Options right is hit, breaks a tackle, and jumps inside the 30-yard line. Going to be taken down there by number 40, Brandon Nava.
Mesquite defense gives Jason something to look at. Looks like he checked off at the line, changed the play, went to the option to the right side. Not much there.
John Spae checks into the offensive backfield for the Wildcats. Should be there for blocking or maybe the draw play. Derrick Williams also behind Jason Little in the offensive backfield. Draw play or a little counter play to John Spae. He is tripped up. David pass, trips him up. And Spae a little bit upset with himself there. Thought he should have had more yardage.
Tell you what, Mesquite has probably got his biggest set of linebackers that I've seen in a lot of years. They've got Marcus Sanders at 230. They've got Brandon Nav at 240. And they got the little one, Josh Kennedy, only at 215.
There you go. Scott Mitchell right. Ronnie Williams left. Spae and Williams behind Little. Little wants to throw. Just gets it away. Oh, it's going to be picked off in a tremendous play by Corey Bradshaw. He brings it out over the 25-yard line. Woo, what an athletic play that was.
Little fisticuffs down there on the sideline after the play. Little and great play action, looks to the center.
Golly.
Steps up in front, playing center field. Great catch.
That was a great
play. Goes up and gets it.
1st and 10 Skeeters, 9:26 left to go, third quarter, 15-6. Plano leads. One receiver to the left, one to the right, two backs behind Corley. Ball fake, now Corley, lots of time, throws deep, throwing down the field. Oh, it's caught by Tracy Dotson. No, it's broken up. Dotson fighting Jeremy Ford for the football down there.
Jeremy Ford, excellent position on the wide out. Corley looked like he was trying to go to a little hot route to the left short. Looks to his left, man covers, goes to secondary receiver down the sideline. Jeremy Ford with great coverage, ball underthrown. Good position for the pick, then bounces off, almost reception made, then hits the carpet.
You got Dotson and Watson to the right. One receiver to the left. Corley, quarterback draw, and he's out over the 30. He's going to be knocked down. Let's see. Jamie McElvain makes the tackle there. Skeeters have had good success with that quarterback draw.
That play's been real successful every time they've run. I mean, anywhere from 5 yards to 15, so they've done a good job with it.
Make it 3rd down and 4. Scooter Asel checks out. Mike Thornton into the game for Plano. Mesquite.
They're going to make you stay at home on defense. They're going to show you a bunch of different stuff. They're going to make you stay at the house.
One receiver left and right. Corley fakes the draw play. Now wants to throw, fires it out, hits his big tight end. That's the number 89, Greg Collins. He's down the left sideline and inside Plano territory.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg Collins is a big boy, 6'5", 205.
Man.
Not a speed burner, but pretty good wheels.
I tell you what, I love the way these two quarterbacks throw. Chase Corley and Jason Little. Corley really sets up strong.
There's a replay, the fake on the draw. Tight end on the crossing route, gets away from strain.
Two receivers right, one to the left. Ball given straight up the middle to number 42, Kerry Hart. He jumps inside the 45 down to about the 44. Jamie McElvain there on the defense. Couple of men down for the Skeeters. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a time. Brian Moore checks in defensively for Plano along with John Spae. McElvain will come out. Ryan Wally either will come in to get some information or will check out. We will see. With 8:11 left to go in the third quarter, Plano 15, Mesquite 6. We'll be back after this time.
Or else I shall die.
From this day to the ending of the world!
Watch The Independents, an exclusive collection of independent films from directors working outside the Hollywood machine. Fridays at 8 Eastern, only on Bravo, the Film and Arts Network.
The Disney Channel proudly presents Kenneth Branagh's critically acclaimed cast in Shakespeare's romantic comedy. Oscar winner Emma Thompson
Love on.
joins Keanu Reeves, Denzel Washington, and Michael Keaton in a world television premiere. Much Ado About Nothing, exclusively on the Disney Channel.
Be on my way then.
I made you something. When's he leaving, Mama?
She heard that one day folks is going to colorize us
Edit us.
and add commercials. He whipped the whole darn county, but he just couldn't stand up to that.
For uncolorized, uncut, commercial-free classic movies, watch American Movie Classics.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
Robert Redd, the center for the Mesquite Skeeters, was shaken up on the play. He walked off under his own power, so we trust that we will see him later in the ball game. 8:11 left to go in the third quarter. Mesquite trailing Plano 15-6. The Skeeters facing a second and let's call it 8 at the Plano 44. Offset eye to the right. Chase Corley, the quarterback, wants to throw, sets up, lots of time, throws the out pattern. Tremendous catch. Over there, let's see, it looks like it was number 7 who came down with it. That is Brandon Name. That's a tough pass.
It's cool. That's what I tried to allude to earlier in the ball game. You know, I'm so impressed with this kid. Here he is setting up deep, throwing the deep out, you know, throwing about a deep out for a high school player, about 10, 15 yard out, and throwing it right on the line, timing pattern, right on the numbers.
All the way across the field. Got to be impressed with this offense of Mesquite.
Well, Corley's not a little guy either. You know, he's 6'3", 200-pounder.
Twin receivers right, one to the left. Offset eye for the Skeeters to the right. Ball is faked. Option play. No, it's given straight up the middle. Nice ball handling by the Skeeters, taken that time by number 22, Casey McFadden. And he's knocked down by the center of the line. Judd Smith in there. Check the defensive side of the ball for the Wildcats. Scooter Asel back in there. Jeremy Ford, Matt Corrigan, Mike Thornton, Chad Deerdorf, Judd Smith on the front line along with Ryan Fleming and Mike Hickson. Twin receivers to the left. Corley looks to throw that way, now checks off, now he's going to run. He's at the 30, knocked down at the 29, Ryan Wally on the tackle. I tell you what, Mesquite's offensive line is doing a heck of a job keeping those guys off of Corley.
Corley back to pass again. Take a quick drop, looks to his left, covered up, has to tuck it and go and get what he can. Good job by Ryan Wally.
I tell you,
with the 30.
Excitement just took over the press box. Stevie, the stat man Minish, has now made it into the booth.
He's back.
You know, it was incredible watching the people trailing him up the steps, asking for autographs.
Yeah.
Incredible. They get third down and 4, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Corley, offset eye behind him. Now he is calling an audible. Corley wants to throw, does.
Oh, what a grab.
Caught. Number 29 comes up with it. Chris Williams. Great pass, too. Ball was low, wasn't going to be tipped.
A lot of people don't understand. You know, he's throwing the ball where he has to throw the ball. If the receiver's not going to catch it, nobody else is. Step back, good velocity on the ball right there. 29 goes down, picks it up, good yardage, first down.
Stevie the stat, have a nice day at work, did you? Man out making a living, but he perseveres and shows up for the second half of the ball game. Corley gives the ball away up the middle to number 42, Kerry Hart. And Hart is stacked up in the middle of the line. Let's see, Colby Pate in on the tackle at the bottom of the pile.
You know, Mesquite offense, as we alluded to earlier about being so diversified, you know, it looks like Plano has come in and said, well, you run the ball pretty well and you throw the ball pretty well. Well, we're going to take the run of the game away from you. And this, at least in this quarter with the wind in your face, we're going to make you throw it to get yardage.
Mesquite moving into that win. 5:49 left to go in the third quarter. They have controlled the ball the whole quarter. Offset eye to the right. Ball fake. Now Corley rolls right, being chased by Wally. Wally has him, sacks him back at the 32.
Ryan Wally goes back to his buds in the huddle. Persistent pays off. Stayed with him. Wasn't fooled on the bootleg. Play action, bootlegging to the right. Wally staying with him.
Good coverage.
Great job of coverage in the secondary.
John Spae covering O'Collins down there over the middle of the field. Coverage sack, is that what we call it?
Yes, sir.
5:33, now Mesquite faces 3rd and an acre. Make it 3rd and 19, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Plano drops coverage, fakes the draw. Now Corley's going to be sacked. Oh my, Jeff Harris was all over Corley.
Harris from the backside, and buddy, that's the worst place to get it, coming around. Didn't hear him coming, didn't feel him, and he unloads on him right before he can get rid of the football. Harris in that backside end. Corley looking, boom. That could have been a lot worse than it was.
Brandon Nursian, there is no way this will happen. Brandon Nursian will put the ball down at the 39, add 10 yards, make it a 49-yard field goal into the wind. No, I don't think so. Not today. Snap is back, kick is up, and the wind just absolutely kills it. Just killed it, pushed it off to the left.
Made a good effort at it, though.
Yeah, but you almost have to question the pooch. Why don't you pooch kick that and put Plano back deep in their own end zone? Now they take over, good field position at the 32. Jason Little checks in at quarterback. Derrick Williams will be one of the running backs. Greg Schmidt is in there. He comes to the left. Ronnie Williams goes to the right. 5:20 left to go, 3rd quarter. Plano, first time they've touched the ball in the 3rd quarter. Derrick Williams sweeps to the right, breaks a couple of tackles. Gets out to the 40 before he is finally tripped up there by number 24 for the Skeeters. In on the stop was DJ Tillery.
This is a play they went with in the first half. A lot of success with that little toss scatter type play.
Oh!
Pulls up the guard. Great job by Jason Little.
And I'll tell you what, DJ Cooper got absolutely buried on that play to let him get outside. Tremendous block that time. 8 yards on the gain, make it 2nd and 2. Mitchell left, Williams right. Ball given to Williams is over the 40. 45 up near midfield, and the little guy's running hard today.
Well, I think they're getting back to what they've done well the last couple of years. You know, a lot of run to inside movement, some trap plays, some misdirection up inside with Williams, and again, not being real big in physical stature, gets in there behind some of those big uglies and can't find him.
Great blocking that time, too. Schmidt right, Mitchell left. Ball straight up the middle of Williams. He is into Mesquite territory, knocked down at the 49. In on the tackle for Mesquite was number 44, Josh Cannon.
You know, Plano hadn't had a lot of success running straight at him. You know, coming straight at him, running dives and plays up inside when you run around it. But they've had a lot of success when they're starting on that little toss or misdirection or counter play and going up in and getting across the grain and picking a hole.
Got a man down from Mesquite. That would be number 50. That is Paul Marino. He has helped off the field. Looks like we have a momentary timeout. The officials whistling the play in. And the Plano offensive huddle will break and come back to play. Offensive front for Plano, you got Bronstead, Stallings, Pound, Robinson, Pate, and Fancher up front. They're doing a great job. Pretty much controlled the game thus far today. Greg Schmidt left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Spae and Williams behind Little. Ball flipped back to Williams. He is going to be knocked down at about the 47. Making the tackle was number 40, Brandon Nava.
Offensive line for the Plano Wildcats have done a really fine job pass protecting and run blocking today.
Chris Valletta checks into the game for the Wildcats. Rusty Stallings checks out. Greg Schmidt also out. Scott Mitchell goes right. Ronnie Williams comes to the left. Running backs remain Spae and Williams. Little gonna throw now. Throws, the ball is tipped, intercepted and dropped. Oh my goodness. Ball was almost intercepted by Brandon Nava. Golly.
There's some clanging going on them hands.
Woo. There's some more skillet hands.
Play action. Little trying to go in the middle, blocked at the line. And he's hollering at old number 55 there.
Man, if he ever
Wayne Gage saying, hey, man, I had that thing all the way.
If he ever has kids, I hope the wife handles the baby.
I just wonder if he eats with them fingers.
Jason Little will be back to punt the football. Standing deep for Mesquite will be number 10, Mike Bartis. Little standing at his own 38, snap a little bit high, no rush, gets it away, and Bartis is going to let it hit. It's going to roll inside the 10, still rolling, wind pushing it. This thing may roll all the way to the goal line. Good heavens. Going to be down at the 3-yard line where Mesquite will take over. Chris Catoni checks into the game defensively for the Cats. Haven't seen a great deal of him today, but he is now back in. We see Chad Deerdorf also there. Brian Moore in at a linebacker. Mike Thornton, David Strain, Matt Corrigan, Judd Smith, Jamie McIlvain also in the defensive front along with Ryan Fleming for the Cats. Mesquite takes over 1st and 10. Ball on the 3. All the backs are in the end zone. Ball given straight up the middle. That is number 35 for Mesquite carrying the football. That is Toby Joyner.
That's Toby Joyner, 5'8", 245.
How much?
245.
Good grief, he's as wide as he is tall.
George Woodard. You remember George Woodard?
Texas A&M.
Yes, sir.
2:45 left in the third quarter. Mesquite now facing a 2nd and 7. Joyner picks up 3 on the first play. Corley throws. Tremendous play by Jeremy Ford. Pass intended out there for number 29 for Mesquite. That is Chris Williams. And the Germ made a great play.
He's seen this enough today, that little down and out. He does a great job breaking on the ball. Hand out in front, knocks it away.
Watch that left arm. I'll tell you what, if Mesquite doesn't get a first down, Plano's going to get tremendous field position. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Corley with the offset eye gives the ball off, and apparently going nowhere is Kerry Hart over the left side. He is tackled over there. First in on the defensive stop is Ryan Fleming, and the Skeeters will have to punt the football from their own end zone.
Plano defenses have been no less than superb. Done a great job of shutting all aspects of the Mesquite offense down.
Asel and Deerdorf stand back at the 40. Nursian hits it. It is a tremendous punt. Asel takes it back at midfield. He's at midfield, the 45, and up to the 43. Boy, that's a great punt. You can't do much better than that.
This stiff wind, good height, good spiral on the ball, good distance into this wind. But again, Plano setting up their own 42, 43-yard line. Get some points in this drive. It's going to make it awful hard on them Skeeters to come back.
Oh, it sure is. As it stands right now, they've got to have 2 scores, one of those being a touchdown. Greg Schmidt goes to the left. Scott Mitchell and Robert Asel also to the left. Derrick Williams, the only man behind Little, and he wants to throw. Deep down the sideline. Asel, ball is overthrown. And Air Paul strikes again. Stevie the stat man missed all the excitement, all these trips, doubles, and fake plays.
Again, little play action, looking for Asel, swinging out up down the left sideline, puts it out, tries to lead him out. Good coverage by number 10, the Mesquite Skeeters. That's Mike Bartis.
Schmidt left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Williams and Spae behind Little. Draw play to Spae. Oh my.
Good effort.
He's stacked up by 44, Josh Cannon.
Josh Cannon step up in there.
Middle linebacker met middle linebacker.
Yeah, that was a pretty good collision there.
Minute 22 left. You would think on 3rd and 8, if Plano does not garnered the first down. Hey, they might give Tim Douglas a shot with the wind at his back. Danny Fancher goes to the right. Jason Little options right, pitches back to Greg Schmidt. He has the sideline. He has the first down and going to be knocked out of bounds over there by number 8, Corey Bradshaw.
Schmidt ran the opening kickoff back today. 106 yards for a touchdown. Showed some more of that speed, getting the corner, picking up the first down. Get some corner, good block by Spae. Oh! Kind of tapped him on the head for good luck, said good run.
Ronnie Williams to the right, Scott Mitchell left, pitch back to Williams. He's inside the 30. Oh my goodness, he is hit by Paul Martell and buried. Let's see what we've got going. The fans fairly upset about something. A little extracurricular. We're at 42, 41, and 40 seconds. Could be the last play of the third quarter.
A little toss scatter, cuts it back up inside, and Stallings kind of trips and falls and kind of thought he might have said something about his mama, and boom, slapped him around a little bit.
23 seconds. Schmidt to the right, Mitchell to the left. Spae and Williams behind Jason Little, straight up the middle to Derrick Williams. Breaks 2 tackles and is down to the 20-yard line. He is finally corralled, golly, by Marcus Sanders, and we got more trash talking going on than you can stand. 2-1, and that is the end of the third quarter.
Derrick Williams running the left side, side steps, does a little darting and dandering. He gets up more Big Sanders' face and kind of tells him, I'm coming back.
After 3, Plano 15, Mesquite 6. We're back for the final. Stands all of that after this.
Meet Agent Alexander Mundy.
Don't you realize you're in the presence of criminal genius?
Nevertheless, our country needs his skills.
I'll do my best.
But in the deadly game of espionage...
It's all on the line of the body, the focus of the concentration.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it takes...
Custom clothes, custom cars, custom custodian.
No. It takes a thief. Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on Nostalgia Television.
Pretend to have fun. Got it.
What makes Cinemax the best movie network on TV? Here's a reason you might not know. We've got a different kind of movie every weeknight at 8. Everything from comedy to drama to suspense. The movies change every Monday through Friday, but the time to tune in is always the same. So if you like movies, you've got the picture. A different kind of movie every weeknight at 8. That's a week's worth of reasons why Cinemax is the best movie network on TV.
Pay-per-view opens the door to a magical place unlike any other. A place filled with unusual characters doing extraordinary things. Take off on a fantastic journey. And let your imagination soar. Order Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. A unique holiday treat comes home on pay-per-view.
Love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow. It floats back to you. Love boat, soon we'll be making another run. The love boat promises something for everyone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action. Denny Garver, Stevie the Statman Minish, Eddie Clinton with you. 12 minutes to go, and the Wildcats holding a 15-6 lead. Plano with a third and less than a yard, ball at the 20. And the Plano fans seem to be excited. They've had it most of their way all day. You made a little prediction here, Denny. Go ahead.
Plano right here needs to pick up this first down. They need to put the points. They need to put the stake in the heart.
Williams does just that.
If Plano puts it in the end zone here, I think it's all but
Shirley, huh?
Shirley, get the
Shirley
sweeper.
time.
You bet. But if they don't, this Corley kid can throw the football, and it ain't over. I think they need to get 7 points to put this thing away here.
Jason Little is at quarterback. John Spae and Derrick Williams are the running backs. Across the front line, Bronstead, Stallings, Robinson, Pound, Pate, and Danny Fancher. Scott Mitchell goes to the right. Greg Schmidt to the left. That's Ronnie Williams to the left, and Derrick Williams has the football. He's going to be knocked down and helped up by number 40 for Mesquite. Little sportsmanship. Glad to see that after all the trash talking. That was Brandon Nava with the stop on Derrick Williams. 11:24 left to go in the ball game. Ball resting at the 17. It is 2nd and 10. Ronnie Williams goes to the left. Scott Mitchell goes to the right. Jason Little doesn't like something, and he calls timeout. You know, Mesquite struggled in their last ball game. They beat DeSoto 14-12, although they have won 4 straight.
Well, you had a fired-up DeSoto team having a shot. If they win that ball game last week, they're in the playoffs. Mesquite's out. So, you know, they definitely had something to play for. And plus, remember the monsoons of last Friday night.
Do you put any stock into what Mickey Delamar said? It's awful tough to beat the same team twice in a season.
I do, especially when you're talking about the Plano Wildcats, because they do prepare so well for their opponents. They do a great job of scouting. I don't know if any team in the area scouts as much as the Wildcat coaching staff does. And also, you know, the words that were exchanged after the ball game last time, I think one reason why some of the trash talk is being done today.
2nd down and 10, ball at the 17. Mesquite trying to hold on and give their offensive passing game a chance to get them back in the game. Scott Mitchell to the right. Greg Schmidt to the left. Little breaks wide open on the option, and he is down inside the 10.
Good decision by Little on the option left. Sees the seam. Follow the pitch man. Nobody on the quarterback. Turns it up for about 7.
And the safety, Corey Bradshaw, had to make the stop. So it is 3rd and less than a yard for the Wildcats. 10:38 left to go in the ball game. Plano holding that 15-6 lead, and they are knocking on the door. Spae and Williams behind Little. Pitch back to Williams. Cuts inside, has the first down. He is down to the 5-yard line. Brandon Nava had his leg but could not hold on, and Plano will have the first down.
Little toss pitch again, what they've had so much success with today. Williams picks it up inside, gets his shoulder square, and gets the first down.
Rusty Stallings is down on the turf for the Wildcats. Chris Valletta is into the ball game to replace him. Stallings, a senior. He is up. And apparently he's okay as he's going to jog off the field. Mark Stein out there. Fine trainer for Plano Senior High. So the Wildcats 1st and goal. Ball will be spotted at the 5-yard line. We're at 10:23 left to go in the ball game. And like you say, if Plano kicks this one in, it's going to be awful hard for Mesquite to bring this one all the way back. Scooter Asel checks into the game at wide receiver. Jason Little remains the quarterback. John Spae and Derrick Williams are behind Little. Ronnie Williams goes to the right. Danny Fancher, the tight end, also to the right. So they're strong that side. Little. Pitch back to Spae. Trying to get to the corner. Cuts back. He's going to be knocked down. Hit there by number 44, Josh Kennan, and number 9, Marcus Sanders. Lost a yard on the play. Make it 2nd and goal. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. We're at 9.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Mesquite with their backs to the wall here. Plano comes out Greg Schmidt to the right, Ronnie Williams to the left. Danny Fancher, the tight end, also sets to the right. Pitch back to Williams, coming right. Cuts back inside, gets to the 5, maybe just inside the 5-yard line. Again, Josh Cannon on the stop.
Active linebackers from Mesquite Skeeters do a great job of stepping up and filling.
Active, I like that word, active linebackers.
And big.
Yeah, make it 3rd and 5. Plano comes out, Ronnie Williams to the right, Danny Fancher, the tight end, sets to the right, and Judd Smith, the tight end, to the left. Asel options, tries to get in, gets down to the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. Let's see if Gerald Brence will decide to try to nail the 7-point coffin.
If we got a replay on this, 10 pounds just obliterated whoever stepped up in the front.
Is that right?
Of him. What a tremendous block.
Well, let's see. The Cats are going to go for it.
Yeah, we missed that block. But
Make it 4th and goal from the 1. Asel remains the quarterback, and this might be your ball game. Asel jumps over left side, gets in, touchdown.
Good job by Asel. Going up the left side, finding a soft spot and sticking it in. Goes up in the air, then twists and squirms his way back underneath for the 6.
Tim Douglas on to try the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up, kick is good. Plano, 8:04 left to go in the ball game. It is now the Wildcats 22 and the Skeeters 6.
Wildcats really did a good job putting that drive. They, threw the ball in some, ran the ball. Really nice job. They've really looked good offensively today.
Well, they've looked diversified.
You bet. You come out and not be so predictable. We talked about it in earlier games about loaded left and loaded right and situations like that, and they've come out and shared the wealth. I like what he's done with his quarterback situation, letting Little come in and throw the ball, make the defense, respect that. Can't just load up and put 8 and 9 guys up front. It's good, smart coaching by the Plano staff.
Mesquite will drop Casey McFadden back deep in the center, as they are going to have to really have a hurry up if they want to get back in this game. It has been kind of looked like some of the Plano teams we've seen in the past. Well, Gerald Brent said it was the 2nd season, so here we are. And I think it would be fair to say the bracket that they are in is not the toughest in the world.
I tell you what, if they get past this game right here, they're going to have a couple of teams they should beat in the next two seasons leading up to maybe a Louisville or Odessa showdown.
Who is it? Skyline and
Duncanville.
Duncanville.
Who they've already spanked once.
Yeah. Well, the Skeeters are going to try a little trickery. They fumble the football, so they will take over at the 18. Yeah, Skyline's like 4 and 5. Duncanville's 4-6 or 4-5-1.
But Duncanville, we talked about them earlier. We said Scott Smith had turned that team around and get them playing good football. And I tell you what, the last 4 games they played some good football.
So anything can happen, and I agree with you. I think you look down the road maybe to Permian or Louisville. Louisville certainly played well. 7:59 left to go in the ball game. Plano up 22-6. Chase Corley going to put the ball in the air, throws over the middle. Oh my goodness, it is almost caught out there by number 7. That is Brandon Name. Maybe he should have had that ball.
Should have been caught.
Wow.
Corley stepped back, threaded the needle, put it on the numbers. This Corley kid is impressive. Straight drop. Got a post running in right on the numbers, right on the hands. This is going to be a fun 8 minutes.
It's going to be a long 8 minutes.
And it is going to be a long 8 minutes.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 10 for the Skeeters. Corley, straight drop.
Oh, he's got him deep.
Now throws a C. It is in. Oh, my goodness. Intended for Tracy Dotson. My gosh. Oh, my. He did a down, out, and up, and he had Jeremy Ford hollering, somebody help.
He got, been throwing that, about that, 8, 12 yard out, gives him the pump fake, blows by the secondary, just leads him just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He had him wide open.
Yikes.
And Jeremy Ford was looking upstairs and thanking a big man up there, saying, thank you, partner.
One left, two to the right. Two backs behind Chase Corley. 3rd and 10 for the Skeeters. Fakes the draw. Corley has all kinds of time. Has a man. Oh, what a catch. Ball is caught there by number 80 for the Skeeters, Jimmy Dotson. I'll tell you what, if Corley had hit him in stride, he might have scored.
Well, I'll tell you what, you might call Barnum and Bailey, because that's a heck of a circus catch there.
1st and 10 Skeeters. 7:37 left to go in the ball game. Chase Corley is a treat to watch throw the football. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Corley, straight drop, great protection, throws. All alone to the far side is number 7. Again, that is Brandon Name. Well, I'll tell you what, Mesquite's offensive line.
If Plano's not careful, they're playing them soft. Yep. Watch how much room they're giving them on the side here. Look how much separation there is between the corner and the receiver. There's a lot of room there, and they're giving them soft, and they're getting out of bounds, and they're stopping the clock. And I'm going to tell you what, if they get over there and get a quick score, we get an onside kick. They get 8 and go for 2. They get to 8. We're looking at a 22-14 draw game. Onside kick, man, anything can happen. They need to buck up here.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 7:23 left to go in the ball game. Corley, wind at his back and great protection. My gosh, look at all that time. Corley throws a jump ball. It is, oh my gosh. Holy cow. Caught down there by Jimmy Dotson. That was a horrible pass.
Ill-advised pass, it looked like from when we saw it. He's just throwing it up for grabs. Like, we've seen Jeff Whitley from Plano East do this with Terrence Green. Has so much confidence in the kid that he'll throw it into coverage.
Look at the time. Look at the time.
We're talking
1,001, 1,002, 1,003.
About 6 or 7 seconds, and he throws it up, and he just goes out and muscles it away.
Give me a break.
Here we go again, 1,001, 1,002,
Look at that.
1,003, 1,004, 1,000, about 5 seconds back there.
Golly.
Here we go.
6:57 left to go in the ball game. Nice job in the truck, fellas. Corley throws it out to the right. It is Sanders, and oh my, he scores. Golly, what an impressive drive.
That big old boy, give him a head of steam, give him about 10 yards going, man. I seen it coming. If I'm one of them secondary guys, I'm looking upstairs before they hit and saying, baby, help me somewhere. We're in trouble. Lock down that chin strap and buckle up that jock, because we're going to hit them. There it is again. They slip old Sanders in there, a defensive linebacker, put him out as a flanker, hit him on a quick hitch pass, right up. Nobody going to stop that big rascal.
Well, would you believe it is now 22-12. Nursian is on to try the extra point to try to cut it to a 9-point lead. Don't know that I understand this. Snaps back, kick is up, kick is good. Should be an interesting 6 minutes and 49 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't understand that play either. If he goes for 2 and gets it to 14, he's 8 down. He can, with another touchdown and go for 2 there, he can tie the ball game up. I don't know if he's, penetration-wise, how far he's down. If he's taking that into consideration, thinks he needs 2 scores anyway. I mean, that might have had some play into it. They're conferring down on the field now. But like you said, that's a pretty impressive drive coming down that bingo, bango, bongo. Hang in there. And we're talking a minute and 10, 15 seconds off the clock.
And they went 82 yards for the score. Impressive drive. Been a fun ball game.
You bet.
Because you haven't known what to expect. Both teams have done a heck of a job.
Well, I'm real pleased with the way Plano's played on both sides of the ball today. Again, here, up as much as they were, played a little soft and got them in trouble on that series. Let's see what they do on offense. Let's see if I think we're going to kick it away here, and Delmar's going to let his defense try to hold them. But we'll see if we got some mo shifted here.
Now some of the Plano fans have set back, tried to catch their breath here. Nursian will kick it off.
That's Big Daddy Nursian.
Jeremy Ford will be at the top of your screen. Greg Schmidt will be at the bottom.
He's kind of got my physical stature, 5'11", 230.
He does kind of look like you.
I wear mine a little bit better.
Yeah. Kick goes to Jeremy Ford. He takes it at the 5, at the 10, 15, 20. Tries to get to the outside and does. He is out over the 30, brings it out to about the 33. Nice return by the Germ.
Surprised he didn't put the ball up and let the wind help him a little bit in that situation too.
6:41 left to go in the ball game. Plano needs an offensive drive to consume some time and start this game away. Jason Little will get the chore of handling the offensive controls.
Well, you can bet you it's going to be 3 on the ground here.
I don't say that. They've been surprising us all day. Ronnie Williams to the right, Greg Schmidt to the top of your screen. Ball pitched back to Derrick Williams, tries to jump inside, back outside. 40, 45, 45 and pushed out of bounds finally there by, number 40, Brandon Nava.
I'll tell you what, they've had a hard time, Mesquite that is, defensively stopping that little toss all day long. Again, little toss right.
Ooh.
Good job by Stallings. Another good job. Was that Spae? Stallings kicked his man out, and I think it was Spae that sealed inside, created that crease for Williams to get through. Good job of getting up the sideline, picking up big yardage.
Ball at the 44, 6:32 left to go in the ball game. Ronnie Williams to the top of your screen to the left, Scott Mitchell to the right. Ball handed off to Williams, and he's going to be stacked up inside. That time hit. First off by D.J. Cooper.
That's a great play by D.J. Cooper. He's still fighting off his block, gets a hand on Williams' leg and hang on while he can get some help. That's a great job.
By and large, though, the Plano offensive line and backs have taken D.J. Cooper and Marcus Sanders out of the play.
You can't say enough for the way they've blocked. The backs blocking for one another today, and the guys up front. I mean, I don't know. We don't have Stevie Statmaker here late. We don't know what the rushing yardage was, for the game, but, they've had a great rushing game.
Ball given off to Williams, big hole. Straight up the middle inside the 30. 25-20, he's going to go all the way. Derrick Williams, touchdown! Oh, my!
He has played like a man possessed today.
Well, so's that offensive line, because I got to tell you, they kicked their tails on that one.
I mean, this is where you don't want to get beat, right up the gut. I mean, there's 4 or 5, they're arm waving, they're tackling, they're calling him names, they're trying to grab anything and get, and he's in there for the 6.
And showing a little speed.
You betcha.
Tim Douglas on to try the extra point. Scott Mitchell will the hold. Oh, my. Snaps back, kicks up, kicks good. 5:46 left to go. Plano apparently assaulted this one away. It is 29-13. Before we get to the kickoff, why don't we take a break? Hi, everybody. Eddie Clinton along with Denny Garver, Stevie the Statman Minish by 46. Left to go in this one. Plano has jumped out to a 29-13 lead. And really, the Cats have been impressive today, and I'm not sure how many in this crowd thought that they would look this good today, Denny.
Well, I, for one, over the last 2 weeks and what they've shown the last 2 weeks offensively, didn't expect this. And I'm glad to see it.
Tim Douglas will kick it away. Casey McFadden will be in the center and deep for Mesquite. Douglas hits it along the ground. It hits Nava. The ball is free, and I believe Mesquite somehow comes up with the football.
I believe it hit him in the posterior as he was turning around to make a block. He felt it. He sure didn't see it. I mean, when it kapoom.
Mesquite's going to come up with the football at the 40. They are trailing by 16 points. Chase Corley is going to have to throw and throw every play now. Drops back, fakes the draw. Now has pressure, throws over the middle. The ball is in and out of the hands of, good grief, can you believe that, Chad Deerdorf.
Tell you what, as soon as that ball's thrown, here he is faking the draw, looking over the middle, rear back, and just ripping her. I thought that thing was going to be embedded in his navel.
Hit old Chadley in a horrible place, right in the gloves.
Right in the bread basket.
Scooter Asel is back patrolling center field for the Wildcats on defense. Corley, straight drop. Ball thrown and is intercepted by Ryan Wally. He may score. He's at the 30. Ryan Wally's at the 25. Oh, my. We have flags down. We have Gerald Brence on the field. We have officials conferring. We have some hard feelings going down right now after that play.
Be some personal fouls issued on this one, I think.
Plano looked like they were rushing 3 that time and dropping everybody else into coverage.
Well, the ball was kind of, wasn't really a poorly thrown ball, just real tight coverage by Wall, and he just took it away from him.
He did a great job. Greg Schmidt goes to the left, Ronnie Williams to the right. Tight end also to the right. Jason Little at quarterback, he hands off to Derrick Williams, and Derrick Williams has made a sandwich of.
Ryan. Derrick Williams inside, didn't fool anybody on that play. And he's good sportsmanship there, number 44. Josh Cannon picking him up and dusting him off.
Now under 5 minutes as Derrick Williams absolutely jumps and bucks and goes inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. Derrick may have over 100 yards today.
Again, up inside, where he scored his last touchdown, the big long touchdown run from.
Make it 3rd and 3, 4:27 left to go. Plano 29, Mesquite 13. Chocolate Cake Clem checks into the game on the right side along with Chris Valletta. Jason Little pitches back to Williams, and he's going to be corralled and knocked down. He's not going to get that first down. Nice play by Brandon Nava, who, as you say, has been active and has been really their best linebacker today.
Done a good job. We accused Ryan Wally from being from Mars, and he kind of
Timeout on the field. Both teams conferring. Plano going to face a 4th and 3. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line.
Man, we can't keep these fans from beating on his door trying to get to Stevie the Stat Man. They want him autographs left and right. I'm sorry we were away for a minute, but we trying to keep them out of here. We said not till after the ball game.
Well, there we go. Scooter Asel coming over, waving to the fans. I guess I'm going to keep harping on that till they quit doing it. Golly, that drives me nuts. Plano going to go for it. Ronnie Williams to the right, Scott Mitchell to the left. Jason Little pitch back to Derrick Williams, and oh my. He is going to be stacked up by number 78, Paul Martell.
We got flags flying here. Some of that trash talking, I think they're about fed up with what they've heard there.
Talk about a big day. Derrick Williams has 172 yards on the day.
Picking up right where he left off last year's playoffs.
There you see the officials conferring. seeing where they're going to go eat after the game.
I think they're deciding which one of them's going to take the belt off and spank some of these trash talkers. All right, who's got the biggest belt? My old friend from Haltham was there. We'll be all right.
How tough can this be to make a decision?
Well, his word was worse than his word. And
he called him what?
And his 7-letter word was worse than his 4-letter word. And personal foul against the Mesquite Skeeters.
See, this is what happens. Stevie the stat man not here today, so we asked Sam Jackson of the Star Courier. He comes back in and says it was 150 for Derrick Williams on the day.
I tell you what, now, you've got your pet peeve about kids raising their arms. Well, I got my pet peeve on calls like this. You got unsportsmanlike, dead ball on both sides. Somebody threw the first lick. Somebody said the first word. The flag goes up then, and that's when you get in there and call it off. Whoever done it first, that's who you penalize. This doesn't discourage it, at all.
I agree with you. 4:01 left to go in the ball game. Corley and crew will take over Plano with a big 29-13 lead. Here comes Chase Corley. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, throws to the flat. Ball is tipped. That was either Judd Smith or Jeff Harris.
I think it's big Judd Smith got up there. Might have got that old casted hand up there and knock it down.
Juddy got that big war club off. He's just got a little bitty cast on now, doesn't he?
I believe you're right. Good to see that.
You ought to see that big rascal run the bases in baseball. Woo! It is scary. I'm telling you, there's not a second baseman in captivity that will stand in when Juddy is breaking up 2. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Corley with a single back behind him. 2nd down and 10. Corley wants to throw deep. Going down the far sideline, Matt Corrigan there in coverage and breaks it up nicely. The last 3 minutes and 48 seconds may take 15 minutes.
Corley on a deep drop. Looking down the sideline, he had trips that way, throwing it up in the air.
Where else would he throw it?
And that baby is batted around. Oh, and that last baseball comment.
Yes.
Was for Schmidt.
That's right.
The greatest baseball fan ever.
You know, as a matter of fact, he says at the conclusion of every football game, we're 1 game closer to baseball season. Trips to the right. Corley with 1 receiver to the left. Now we have some pressure, and now Corley is going to be knocked down. Oh, my, he's buried by Judd Smith. Mike Hickson came across with the early pressure, and then Juddy buried him.
Good coverage in the secondary by the Wildcats. Makes Corley step up in the pocket. Drop. Initially, good time to throw. Tries to look for some running room and then runs out of time.
Hickson went flying around, and then Judd smashed him down. Corey Sisk into the ball game now for the Wildcats at right defensive end. Make it 4th down and 11. Mesquite with nothing to lose. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs behind. And let's see, the ball is complete and going to pick up a 1st down over there. Ball to Jimmy Dotson. Mesquite in the hurry-up offense. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Corley still at quarterback. Wants to throw. Straight drop back, now throws over the middle. Ball knocked down by Ryan Fleming there. Plano rushing 1, 2, 3 men, everybody else in coverage.
Doing a pretty good job with just 3 guys, too. If they're getting close enough, they can get the big paw up and put a hand on it.
2:49 before Plano starts thinking about the winner of the Skyline,
Duncanville,
and Duncanville game. Duncanville has won, so they will face Duncanville, a team they obliterated earlier in the year. Ball is
see ya.
Nice job there by Ryan Wally. Wally has gone crazy today. I'm going to tell you, at practice this next week, he'll be asking Coach Brence, let me play some receiver.
The Germ got him a free lick in there, too.
The Germ did?
The Germ. Now, he's one of one of them Smurf type guys. He didn't get a chance to put old Whoppy Jaw on somebody like that too often. He took advantage of that one.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mesquite facing 3rd and 10. Corley to throw. Oh! Wally says, look at Wally. Wally, don't shake your head before they throw the flag.
You think you do? He's over there telling Coach Brence, I went back to Mars for a moment. I lost it for a moment. But I'm back now. I'm back to Earth.
Oh, boy. What a good kid and a neat family, too. As I've told you, I think they have 14 kids, and they all look exactly alike. 2:39 left to go in the ball game.
I was accused of looking like one of their kids one time.
1st and 10. Mesquite, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, fakes the draw. Corley, little pressure. Mike Hickson has him. Oh, my. I'm not so sure that Mike Hickson, or is that Jeff Harris?
Jeff Harris.
Jeff Harris. Jeff Harris picks up a holding call and gets the sack all at the same time.
Kind of ran around him and right into his arms. Looked like one of them slow-mo commercials with that guy and that girl running across the field and kind of run into his arms. Here it is again. Initially, he's got time. Got the holding call there on the big number 74 from Mesquite. John Ben. And also records him a sack.
2nd down and 22. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, 2 backs behind Corley. Straight drop back. Plano rushes 3. Ball is thrown on the near sideline to Brandon Name, and he's out of bounds. And we have flags fly. I tell you, I've had enough of this. I've had all this I want.
I tell you what'll stop that is you just toss somebody. You grab one of them rascals out of there, whoever you think started that melee, and you pick them up and you send them to the house. Somebody's hurt. Again, Corley, great job. Good arm, throws the big out. We go out of bounds.
Oh,
Shoved him out of bounds, stepped on his legs, then the football's thrown. And I don't know if that's a good place to do it over there when you're all alone amongst all them big boys. Uh-oh. Coach Brence, they're pulling some guys off the thing. I guarantee you start walking some of these guys off the field and tell them to take a sit on that metal over there, you put a stop to some of this mess. Then you get the fans involved, and half these guys, you put them out there, wouldn't have a clue, and they'd be turn-tailing and red-coating it back, and they don't know what's going on. They're up here hollering, yelling, oh, hit him one for me, and heck, some guy get in their face, it'd be all over.
How do you really feel, Denny?
Boy, I tell you, listen to these guys right out the window.
Well, we're going to have a personal foul against Mesquite. Let's go on with it. Get the call made, get it marked, and let's go.
Some more of the good-natured Wildcat fans.
You know, well, and the majority of them aren't like that. But
No,
you get
not
a
at
few
all.
people inflaming. You don't need this. Let's go. Let's show a little class. Let's get the ball spotted, and let's get to playing football and get this thing over with. Good grief.
I guess they're going to sit them on the bench down here on the Plano side, and they're sending them all to both benches, saying, get over there and sit down.
If you can pick up the camera back over here on the Plano sideline, everybody is back near the bench area. Gerald Brence is having a little Sunday meeting here, chewing some tail and saying, no matter how they act, you better not act like that. Let's see if we can read lips.
And I tell you what, he's absolutely right.
Well, he is. You don't need to drop to their level of what they're doing. .223 left to go in the ball game. It is now a 2nd and a half acre. I think if he would come up here and give some lessons to some of these folks who are making some of these comments, it might also do a world of good. I agree with you. Some of the fans that try to inflame the situation have absolutely no right to say some of the things they do. You know, it's too bad you just can't enjoy the game for what it is. Corley wants to throw, looks, now throws out into the flat, almost caught out there by number 22, Casey McFadden. Man, I'm tired of talking about all this stuff. Let's talk a little football and get on with it.
Well, I'm tell you what, Coach Brence, after last week's game, said that it was a new season. They were going to come out and try to do the things that they've done well all year and add some new things, and obviously they've done that. I'm very impressed with the way they played on both sides of the ball tonight.
I am too.
And also the fire in which the kids have come out and played with.
Yep. 4th and 19, Mesquite. They don't connect on this. Will give up the football. Going to be thrown long down the far sideline and caught, but it's going to be out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. They say he caught the football in bounds. Oh, my. Caught over there on the far side. I believe that was Tracy Dotson.
This Corley kid can throw the ball. Again, I mean, this isn't pinpoint action. He's throwing it up for a prayer. But he throws it about 50 yards in the air.
And Dotson made a heck.
Ooh, that's close.
All you got to have is one. He made a heck of an adjustment to the football. 2 receivers left. Corley being flushed out, now throws into the end zone, and let's see, ball is free. Going to be incomplete, intended over there again for Dotson. Just couldn't quite come up with the football. Give old Doug Doman some credit. He was really putting some heat there.
Corley forced out of the pocket by Doman. Ooh, and he takes a slobber knock in there from Pate.
Man, I believe if that was Troy Aikman, they'd have had a flag on that one.
Well, I don't know about that.
Huh?
I don't know about that.
They sure would. They did it last week and the week before.
Good play.
Chase Corley sets to throw, now will run. And he's going to be caught by Jamie McIlvain and knocked down. You know, I hope at the end of this game, we're at 1:47. I hope the good.
Long, long ago, in a galaxy far away, there was no Cinemax. There were no uncut movies shown all day, all night, every single day. No wonder their civilization crumbled. You, however, are a member of a more evolved society. You can enjoy movies round the clock, beam from deep space right into your home with Cinemax. It's the surefire way to expand your horizons. Cinemax, the best network for movies in the universe.
Well, I'll be on my way then.
I made you something. Why's you leaving, Mama?
He heard that one day Popes is going to colorize us.
Edit us.
And add commercials. He whooped the whole darn county. But he just couldn't stand up to that.
For uncolorized, uncut, commercial-free classic movies, watch American Movie Classics.
This November, Viewer's Choice has it all. The easiest way to get hit flicks and live events at home, hassle-free, instantly, is Viewer's Choice. Just follow the simple pay-per-view ordering instructions, and before you know it, you'll be enjoying the movie or event of your choice in the comfort of your home. You can treat family and friends to a first-run flick or exciting event for the price of just one ticket. And there's no tape to return, no late fees to pay. How easy can it get? That's Viewer's Choice in November.
Hispanic Heritage Month takes pride in the Hispanic contributions to America. The cowboy, he's the very symbol of the western frontier, but almost everything about him, from his leather chaps to the cattle he drove to market, came from the vaqueros. Latin Americans were raising cattle long before beef became popular in the U.S. And those Texas Longhorns, they were actually Mexican Longhorns, believe it or not. I'm Paul Rodriguez. Let's celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month together.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. Plano well in hand, 29-13 over Mesquite. Denny, we see a little huddle out in the middle of the field. What is that all about?
Well, you have an official in all playoff games. His sole responsibility is to keep track of penetrations, first downs, and important things of that such. And
personal fouls.
Well, he probably got a sheet full on them rascals today, but they're out there conferring on the penetrations, first downs right now, and checking it out. And because in case of a tie in a playoff game, you go, your first tie-breaking is penetrations, your second is first downs, then you go to the total yardage, and then if everything's tied at that point, you go to a coin flip.
.141 left to go. Mesquite facing a 3rd and 5. It seems like they've had the ball 2 years on this drive. Ball given away to, looks like Hart. Good grief, when's the last time they had a running play?
I reckon O'Corley's probably thrown about 40 times today.
He's going to pick up the first down. Mesquite, with 1:35 left to go, is still firing. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backs behind Corley as he looks over the Wildcat defense. Now the whistles blow.
Problem with the chain crew over there.
Used to be a chain crew man, didn't you?
At one time, some officiating. When you start out in officiating, you don't get the big varsity ball games.
No kidding.
You start down there in the middle schools and the junior highs and stuff, but you come out on the Friday nights and the games like this and run the chains.
Corley, lots of room to throw. Jamie McIlvain puts a lick on Casey McFadden. I'll bet you were splendid in those solid white pants. I just have a vision of that.
Me and this girlish figure, you know.
Corley, straight drop back.
Oh,
wants
man,
to throw,
Brady,
now being
damn.
pressure. Gets away, throws it into a crowd.
I don't know what these officials are looking at, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm trying to catch that play. Matt Corrigan grabbed that old boy and just drug him down in the middle of the field, and everybody's looking at him.
They're trying to get out of here.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
1 minute exactly left to go in the ball game.
Oh, Matty got him away with that one.
Clint Hansen has fallen asleep in the stands. Oh, Paula will wake him up and take him home, tell him who won the game. Make it 3rd and 2. Corley throws out the same play. They had the touchdown on the far side. This time they have the first down and not the touchdown. Going to have the first down inside the 5. Mesquite in the last 52 seconds of their season for 1994. Corley flips it on the ground, and we will take more time.
Well, let me give you this scenario.
Okay.
They stick it in the end zone.
Oh, don't
they
tell
get
me
2.
this.
They're only 8 down.
Don't tell
onside
me this.
kick.
No. In your dreams.
Man, I'm trying to keep some interest. I'm trying to wake Hansen up down there.
They're so far behind on penetrations, if they tie the game, they're dead.
We don't know that, Stevie. The stat man hadn't been here all game.
48 seconds left to go. Corley hands off, jumps into the end zone. Carry hard.
And you forget Tom, the apprentice Porter, at his Pilot Point reunion today. Why he couldn't be here.
They hold that at the Dairy Queen?
I think they went to the Kmart this year. The grand opening of the Kmart. They said, oh, what the heck? We'll just have our reunion there. You bet. Popcorn and Cokes for everybody.
Class of 61?
No, you know, 62.
They're in the sporting goods department, right?
Now, I don't understand this. Where we lining up to kick? If they kick and get the extra point, you're still down 9. There's not a 9-point play. I'm sorry, Coach Delmore. I don't understand this reasoning here. Maybe you deserve to lose this ball game. I don't know. I tell you, man, oh man. There's some of them Plano cheerleaders down there hugging and caressing, saying, "All right, we got this in the bag. We're going to Texas Stadium next week."
You don't know that either.
Well, you said that already on the air. I was believing you.
I said Plano East is going to Texas
Stadium.
Stadium.
Me, I'm sorry.
But they probably will.
Thanks.
The game that would not end continues. 44 seconds left to go in this one. They've gone over and done the math on the sideline.
Oh, now they go for 2. Yeah, okay. Good job, Coach. I was wondering why he didn't do this last time he scored.
I remember that. You were most agitated. Corley with 2 receivers. I tell you what, they made us throw it up to Sanders. He's on the left side. Look at that big rascal.
Quarterback draw, and he does not make it.
Well, what do they have to do now?
Load the bus and go to the house, buddy.
Does the clock not run on extra points?
It didn't on that one. But no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You know what?
Not run on extra points.
Miles McCord's on the clock. Will you go over there and slap him?
No, it doesn't run on extra points.
It doesn't?
No, it does not. That is correct.
That's why you're the best in the business.
And I can cipher too.
Oh, Lordy. Well, now we'll have a 5-minute break while we work on our onside kick strategy. I
don't know what good is going to do him now.
I think they ought to put old Ryan Wally in there on the all-hands team. I wish you'd look who's up in the front line, though. Jason Little is in the front line on the Plano receiving team.
Jason Goodwin, number 85. Seen his first action of the day. Or is he on special teams all the time?
I still remember when old Jason was a Viking in PSA. I think he scored about 46 touchdowns that year.
In your dreams.
He did.
Y'all might have scored about 3 or 4 all year.
I wasn't the coach of that team.
You was a cheerleading daddy, though.
Monty Goodwin was the coach. Onside kick is away, and it goes out of bounds. Here's a surprise. Flags fly, and Plano will take over and hopefully, mercifully, will run this clock out. Good heavens.
Well, we should just have one knee, and this baby will be over. No timeouts from Mesquite.
But I'm telling you, Jay Clem sprints to the huddle.
Hey, Jay Clem, I tell you what, I'd take 11 of them on my team.
You couldn't fit 11 of them on your team.
Yeah, we get that Winnebago. So wide-eyed Clem.
Man, I want to tell you, you couldn't afford the groceries for that team.
Oh, he's a great kid.
So 44 seconds left. Plano will take the dying worm knee a couple of times, and this game will be over. Please, no fisticuffs. Come on, guys, shake hands, and let's put a close to this ball game. Plano apparently, impressively, will start the second season in fine fashion as they will beat Mesquite. "17 seconds left to go in the ball game. Seven, 6. And that's going to do it as time runs out. Plano 29, Mesquite 19. Back to wrap it up that after this.